You know what time it is, chat. There we go. Hi. Hello, everybody. Hi. Hi. That was Aki's. Are you ready? Are we so ready? Hi. 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 Guys, I got so sunburnt yesterday at work. I wanted to take yesterday as just like a break day, but I also had like a double shift yesterday. Granted, a double shift for me is not like a double shift, like the length of a double shift for most people. A double shift is just I work 2 jobs. I work 2 coaching jobs. So it's like a 3-hour and then a 2-hour later in the day. But I got so fucking sunburnt, chat. Hang on, let me like move this. Yeah, let's move this side. Look at that. Look at that divide. Look how bad that is. What do I coach for? Water polo. I coach water polo goalies. My poor skin cells. I know. Guys, I need you all to do me a favor. Nobody fucking snitch to Diego. Nobody snitch to Diego. We have a running bit where like every trip I think I've gone on with them since San Diego, which granted is now just 2. But they consistently bring me sunscreen. Or like they'll like last time they came to visit me too. No, don't snitch to Diego. Don't snitch. Cause like last time they came down to my house too, they brought sunscreen, I'm pretty sure. Because I just don't wear sunscreen because I forget like all the time. And it's really bad. And that yesterday was one of those days and I got chewed out by both the coaches I work with too. No, please, please, please. They're gonna yell at me. They're gonna yell at me. Why did I bring that up? Because I trusted the vampire would not be a hater. I thought vampire was on both of our sides here, dog. I thought you were a neutral party. But, dude, okay, that actually does remind me. On the mention of Diego, I need you guys to know, Diego had a bite counter in London. We got to London, and they looked at Jake, and they're like, you have a bite counter. I don't even remember how it started. I don't know how it started. I don't think I was there when it started. But I had faith that you would be. Hi Burger, by the way. Hi Burger. But yeah, so a bite counter. So he started out at 100, and every time he did something good, numbers got taken off. Every time he did something bad, numbers got added. There was a point where it's at 100 and like, I think 40, maybe 150. But basically, it was just, by the end of the trip, Diego would bite them however many times were on the bite counter. And we reached the point, gang, we reached the point where, like, we were sitting on the, like, subway station, waiting for our, train to, not subway, but, like, we were waiting at the tram station, waiting for our tram to come. Diego, like, grabs Jake's arm and just goes, to get, like, all the bites out in time. I was just watching it, I was like, okay. This is what we've come to. Hi, Beans! Hi, hang on. I think I have slots now. Come here, Beans. I think I have slots now. I always run out of slots for VIPs. So I have to just, like, let some friends not be VIP. It's really tragic, but I have spots now. I think I unlocked new spots recently. No, they literally... I got 5 bite points at sometimes. I wasn't even the running. I don't even remember what I did, but I got 5 bite points. And they just took my arm and they went... And I was like, okay. Okay. It didn't hurt. That was the thing. Honest to God, it didn't really hurt. It just kind of happened. Like, it reminded me of, like, gnawing. Like, the gnawing that Roxas will do on my arm. Which, on that note, chat, you guys have been deprived, I've been deprived, of Roxas content for, like, the past week and a half. Do you want to see my dog? Beans, oh my God. Hang on, let me go at my dog. I think you guys need to see my dog. Roxas, come here. Hello, my love. Come here. Hi. Come here, baby. Up. You want to say hello? You want to say hello? Up. Hi. Hi. Oh, my baby. Hello, my baby. Give me the ball. Dude, chat. I went out in the hallway and he was just like out in the hallway waiting. He knew. He wanted to come say hi too. Hello, my love. Sit. Sit. Hi. Hi. Oh. Hi, baby. kidnapping you. Oh, you took my headphones. I'm kidnapping you and you're kidnapping my headphones, I guess. Damn. You come back here. You come back up here. Yeah, that's what I thought. My baby. Hi, my baby. Hi, baby. Good boy. Okay. I hope you guys missed him as much as I did, chat. Because I missed my damn dog a lot. Come here. Go. I missed my dog so much, chat. Dude, it was so cute. I got home, and he was so excited. He would not leave my side. He would not leave my side, like, at all. Which was good, because he sleeps in my room, typically. And I got home, and I crashed at 9:30. I was out on the bed, and he was there. Hi, Bram! Welcome in again. No, yeah, Diego did actually bite. Okay, there's more to that. There's more to that. It was really cute, chat. Like, genuinely, he's, like... Whenever someone gets home, he'll always be, like, really excited to see them, but he usually, like, the excitement dissipates over the span of a minute. Like, he'll be excited to see you, and then he'll move on. It did not happen this time. Like, I was so dead tired when I got home. I brought my suitcases to my room, and I sat on my bed, and he just jumped up, and he just kept, like, nudging me and trying to get pet, and then he curled up on my lap for a bit and just stayed there, and then he kept, like, nudging me again, and his tail was wagging so much. I loved him. I love him so much. And we went to sleep, right? Like, when it was bedtime. Usually he sleeps... So, usually I sleep on one side of the bed. He sleeps on the other side, right? I, like, laid down to try to sleep because I was so tired. And he, like, curled up. So, he walked... Hang on. I'll show you how I sleep really quick. 1 second. I usually sleep like this, right? Like, with my knees... Hang on. With my knees, like, bent like that, right? I was a little more this way than usual. He came right here... Like, right here, and slept with his head on my leg. Like, he curled up in that gap between my... Oh, hi, Era! Hi! Hi! Hi, Raiders! Hello! Chat. Okay, chat, really quick. Oh, I almost did sush raid Aragon Telly. Oops. Sush shout out Aragon Telly. There we go. I beat Marv. Everybody pause. Okay, sorry. I just need to, like, relish in that victory. Marzarki! Wait, that actually reminds me. I have more VIP slots, I think. Come here, Marzarki. You're not immune either. I think I have enough. Please. Yes! I do! Hi! Anyways, really quick chat. Promo for Aragon Telly. Era just started his, like, viewer server that he's been working on for so fucking long, chat. Called Tellycraft. Please go to his stream and check it out. You can get, what's the word? He's been streaming it the past few days. I don't remember if he's streaming it tomorrow or not. But he's been, like, dude, he's been streaming it the past 2 days. And then, what's the word? If you, like, go to his chat, if you have 5k channel points, you can get a ticket. Or if you go to his Discord, I think there's information there. Go show him love for that shit, chat. He's been working his ass off on that for so fucking long. Since, like, before I fucking knew that motherfucker. Sorry, guys, I curse a lot if you can't tell. Guys, look how fucking sunburned I got! Look at that! Look how sunburned I got yesterday! Sorry, I was complaining to my chat about it earlier, now I'm complaining to you guys about it. Also, thank you for the follow, Percy. Hi! Anyways, hi, gang! Look, it hurts. It doesn't actually hurt that much as I thought it would, but it does hurt a bit. Like, if I bring it up like this, the pinch hurts. But hi! You're such a snitch. You're actually such a snitch. Okay. Anyways, like I was saying, I was curled up like I usually am on the bed when I tried to go to sleep when I got home, right? He, like, in that little spot between the edge of the bed and, like, my legs, he curled up there and then rested his head on my legs. Chat, I was sitting there like, what the fuck? This is the cutest thing ever. I love my dog. That was the one... Souls, I don't like you. Anyways, that was the one reason that I was like, okay, I'm kind of, like, down to go home right now. Because I wanted to see my dog. I missed my damn dog. The fuck did I... You just came into my chat booing me. What do you mean the fuck did you ever do to me? Do not hit me with that. Actually, hold, no. I'm so serious. If I pull up our DMs right now, I am like 90% sure in the span of a minute I can find something mean that you've said to me. Okay, hang on. I'm looking. Start the timer. I technically found something, but I don't know if it counts. Oh yeah, I also don't know if this counts, but just out of nowhere, while I was on the trip, you just messaged me fly high fan, RIP, and a bunch of dove emojis. I didn't die. I'm right here. Oh, there it is. I said, I'll tell like people that you said hi, because I called you while I was on the trip to say hi. You tell me fuck you. I'm being nice, and you tell me fuck you. And we want to talk about, yeah, okay. Okay. Just saying, I miss you too, Pond. I also miss you, Mars. Hi. You should have come. You had the option to come, Beans. I'm just saying. No hard feelings, Vampire. Also, hi, Tunka. Y'all left me. You were. No. Chat. This man was invited multiple times. If I scroll back through our DMs, I guarantee you, I will find iterations of me asking him to come to the trip. Guarantee. Because I asked him multiple times to come to Rotterdam because I wanted to say hi to him. And because I wanted to see him. Because he wasn't going to VidCon this year. Yeah, okay. I had to get a haircut. And then I had an event that I messed up the timing. I had my own event and I forgot the timing. So I'm not going to come see you anymore. Fuck you. Sorry. Thank you for the sub, Percy. Hi. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, man. You didn't have to do that. Thank you. Bry's fault? Yeah, okay. I'm just saying. Multiple chances to come visit. Multiple chances. You could have seen... Chat, I'm so sorry. I will do an organized storytelling in a second. Also, hi, Fee. I will do an organized storytelling in a second, but I just keep thinking of little things, and they make me so, like, giddy. So hang on, let me move the camera down so you can see it a little better. So there's a point after the WoW dinner where me, Era, Dijon, and then a few other people, I think it was like Rinka, Tuttle, Googler, we were all just kind of hanging out at the park for a bit, right? And Dijon sits on the fence, and he, like, lets his feet just, like, hang out like this. And he sits with his, like, hands in his lap, like, with the most pleased smile on his face ever. It is the funniest picture in the world to me, because he looks like a happy little kindergartner, like a giddy little kindergartner. It is the funniest picture in the world to me. Tuttle has a picture of it. Oh, Tuttle, I need that picture. As soon as you have it, I need that picture. I need it so bad. It is my favorite, dude, favorite picture. The adults did not like that we were sitting there, wah wah. Wah, wah. There we go. Sorry. My computer looked like it was about to fall. Yeah, I'm okay with you. I'm okay with you DMing me the pictures. I'm so chill with that, don't worry. You can do that, or you can put them in the server if you want. Actually, yeah, probably DM them to me, because I don't know if there's non-face revealed people in those pictures. But yeah, chat. Funniest picture in the world. He just looks like a satisfied little, like, kindergartner, and I fucking love that picture. The second I have it, I'm just gonna keep replying to every post he makes with it. But, okay, it was fun meeting me. Dude, I'm so glad I got to meet people. What I've come to realize is I have so many more, like, people in my community, and I also have so many more friends in the EU. So, like, going to TwitchCon EU was low-key, I think, probably my favorite TwitchCon experience. It was so much more fun than going to San Diego ones. Nothing against the people I see there. It's just I knew so many more people. Like, okay... Let me start an organized storytelling. No, you're so fair. You're so real for that, Tuttle. It was lovely meeting you too. Which, by the way, chat, actually, on the note of Tuttle, and Rinka, I'll grab yours in a second. I have it in a little bag right now. Tuttle made me this little bracelet, chat. Look at how fucking cute this is. Hang on, let me get it, like, the letters the right way. It says my name. Look at this. Look at that. It's so cute. Dude, like, 3 people made me bracelets, and I've been wearing them, like, non-stop since. So, like, this one is, this one my friend Debbie made for me, and then this one my friend Squiddo made for me, and she gave it to me at the soccer match. Not the soccer match, wrong thing, the sumo match. 2 S's, my bad, gang. I didn't go to the soccer match, that was not my business. Not actually, I got invited, but I was going to Efteling that day. Okay. Lock in. We're actually... Oh, actually, no, pause. I'm so sorry. I'm like the most scattered storyteller in the world. Okay, I believe it should be in here. There it is. Rinka, on the note of Rinka, look at this, chat. Look at this. Rinka made me a little, like, crochet dragon. Look at this. It was so cute. Chat, I need you to know, like, I got home that night and I just, like, sat with it for a solid minute. And then it stayed in my bag for, like, the rest. It stayed in my bag for, like, the rest of the con. I kept it in that little, like, bag that I was carrying around. I loved it so much. It's gonna sit, like, right here on my desk now. I love him so much. I need a name for him, chat. Like, I need a name for them, chat. I haven't picked out a name yet because I wanted to do it with you guys. I need a name. But, okay, organized storytelling. Ready. We are starting with day 1 of travel. I'm gonna, like, grab phone, like, pictures from my phone. Dude, oh my god, stop. I'm so down. Beans, I'm so down to beat your ass in Mario Kart again. I am going to San Diego, by the way. Unless something drastic happens between now and then, I have every intention to go, because I can literally drive. Me and Diego can just drive down together. And it's also, like, at my birthday. So, like, I feel like I have to go. It's like a birthday trip for me. I'm turning 21. Also, Percy! Dude! Bro! Percy, Penguin, you do not have to do that, dog. Thank you. Y'all do not have to be doing that. Thank you so much. What the hell? Thank you. Dude, I appreciate you both so much. Thank you so much, Percy the Big One. Thank you so much, Penguin, for the gifted sub and the resub. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. Holy shit. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Also, hi, Puppy Lozzies. Hi. Guys, Puppy Lozzies and I almost got murdered together, but we escaped. Escape room context. Sometimes I say things and I don't realize how they sound out of context, and then I process it and I'm like, oh, wait a second. Because I have the context, so it makes sense to me. Also, I can see, like, the sleeve of my jacket, like, in that little sliver right there, in, like, my camera right here, right? And it keeps throwing me off because I just think it's a face. I keep thinking it's just, like, a face, like, staring at me, and it gives me it gives me such a mini jump scare. Oh my god. Anyways. Okay. Day 1. Day 1. Travel day. I'm gonna, like, go through my pictures and everything right now. And I'll lift up my phone to show you guys pictures, like, day by day. Because I obviously cannot, like, show every little thing. And I have over 400 pictures, chat. I have not uploaded all of these, I fear. Where's my, like, I made an album. Where the freak is my album? What the Sigma? Where is my albums? There we go. Okay, so for those of you who did not see, this right here, Beans, they are literally all in the album. I put them all in the album link that Diego sent. This was the card. Front and back. I thought it was quite cute. I liked the little posing. And then this was the fit for day 1. It says, hang on, the beast inside me. I quite like this shirt. Also, little side sad note, chat. That green necklace right there broke during the trip. It just snapped, like nothing bumped into it. It quite literally just snapped during the trip. I was like, okay. I don't know where it went. It snapped, yeah, it snapped on the first day of the con. And then shout out Irish Potato, my goat, by the way, guys. Hang on, let me recenter the camera. Hi. Come on. Please! Why are you not centering on my face? There we go, okay. Anyways. So, yeah, Irish, like, fixed, actually, was it Irish or was it? No, it wasn't Irish. It was Sarah Sahara. Sarah Sahara, like, was like, hang on, I'm, like, the accessory goat. Connected it back together for me. I was like, thank you so much. Like, just be careful with it. End of that day, it was gone. No idea where it fell off. Honest to God, I have no clue. We can probably figure it out through pictures, but, day 1, airport day. This is how I felt. to be honest. I was messing around with Snapchat filters, like, the entire day whenever I wasn't on the, plane. So, yeah. No difference between those photos. That's how I felt the entire day. The first flight wasn't that bad, like, genuinely. It was just an hour long to get over to, San Francisco for me. And then I got to... Sorry, you guys are just getting all the filter pictures I have now. I took so many. Yep, that is exactly how I found the villager filter, which then became the perfect way to censor Diego's face and, like, all the posts, like, super easy for me. But we took the first plane. I got to San Francisco and then had, like, a 4-hour layover. Like, I spend... Can I answer the question? It's kind of important. I'm so sorry. Am I gonna face reveal someone on accident? No, I'm not gonna face reveal someone on accident. I'm checking all the photos before I post them. Sorry. I would go rest before your exams, brother. But yeah, anyways, Totodile. Every time I was traveling, except for on the way back, I took a picture like this with Totodile. Diego joined with Shaman when they got there. But yeah, so we get to San Francisco. I walk around that damn airport. Rest. You should rest 100%. I walk around that damn airport for like an hour and a half after I land, trying to find affordable, like, good food that I want. I find a place. It looks like it has amazing chicken strips and fries. I sit down. They have, like, an only online menu. I'm like, okay. I scan the code. I go to, like, order online. There's, like, a $4 fee to place the order online, but they only let you place the order online. The chicken strips, as is, are overpriced because they're airport food. And then they have, like, a service fee after that, which is understandable because they are still making the food and bringing it to you. They just aren't, like, taking your order or anything like that. And then they have, like, a mandatory tip, which, again, I can kind of understand that. But then I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck? Because it ends up, like, for chicken strips, fries, and a drink, it's, like, $40. And I'm like, are you being so for real with me right now? I left. I got up and I left. I ended up finding chicken strips later at another restaurant, like an hour and a half later, for like $27. Yeah, $40 for chicken strips, fries, and a drink. Exactly! I was tweaking out so bad. I was so mad. But anyways, I finally get my food. Right as I'm, like, in line to order my food, that's when Diego gets to the airport, like, gets through everything and finds me. So I'm, like, walking around trying to find them because they tell me they're in the area I am. So I'm, like, right before I get my food, I'm looking around, and they just run at me. They run at me, like, full-on run at me. I'm like, holy sh... I found Diego. Hi, Lexi, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. It was so nice to see you at TwitchCon, dude. But either way, yeah, Diego found me. They found me. Either way, we end up, like, they're like, I'm gonna go find you a table because you look dead. I was dead. My backpack was so heavy. My back hurt. I was, like, dragging my suitcase around for an hour and a half. I got my food, though, and I sat down, and I was dead, but I ate that shit up. Like, we have this picture of Diego. I put the little bean figure down in the chicken strips and fries. It was so good. I ate that up. Diego tried to reach for bean. And then we just got some snacks. We got on our next flight, and then it was time for Tweak City. It was time for Tweak City, Chad. That's your little, like, Pokemon plush picture for that one. It was time for Tweak City, though. We got on that flight. I was like, okay, this is gonna be so chill. I'm just gonna make bracelets for people. I'm gonna, like, watch movies and stuff. I'm watching movies. I forget. Airplane earbuds hurt. So I finished that movie. I'm like, no more movies. I'm done. My ears hurt. I put on my headphones. I listen to my music. I keep making my bracelet. I am dead tired. I am so tired. I cannot fall asleep. I tried for like 90% of that flight, chat, to fall asleep. It's a 10-hour flight. I could not fall asleep for the life of me. I wanted to cry so bad. Like, Diego was, like, drifting in and out of consciousness. Like, they were waking up, falling back asleep, waking up, falling back asleep in, like, really short intervals. I think every time they woke up, they saw me tweaking out a little bit more. I was not happy. I was, like, just sitting, like, all I want, like, literally on loop in my head, chat. All I was thinking is, I want to sleep, I want to sleep, I want to sleep, I want to sleep. For, like, 6 hours of that flight. I think for a very brief period of time, I got maybe 20 minutes of sleep. The food Which, granted, again, to be fair, airplane food's not meant to be good. The one silver lining, chat, was that for breakfast, they were supposed to have cream-filled pancakes. I was hanging on by a thread for those cream-filled pancakes, and they were so fucking worth it. They were so good. Berry and cream-filled pancakes, and they were so good. And I was like, thank God, because if these were bad, I think I was actually just gonna start bawling my eyes out. I was so over that stupid fucking plane. Anyways, we land. Oh my gosh, I'm like still on the verge of tweaking. We finally land though. We're like walking through the airport, we find, thank you, Tuttle, my goat. Aww. Wait, I'm looking, oh, wait. Stop, chat, I'll show you some of these later, maybe. Thank you, Tuttle, oh my god. You're such a good photographer, dude, what the fuck? Those are so sick. Okay, but yeah, we land. We find Jake and Nixie. We find Oomph Nation. The trip is so back on. And now comes my first experience with, like, public transport, pretty much. Because we don't use public transport that much where I live. But, oh my gosh. I can't believe it. Blushes violently. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Dude, me and Diego were an echo chamber with that voice, because one of us would do it, and the other one would just start doing it, and then we found, at the con center, we found Rose, and we found Pei, and they would do it too. If the four of us were around each other, it was an echo chamber. It was so fun. I loved it. But yeah, so honestly, not horrible. We took like a tram for like an hour to get to the train station we needed to. I didn't like that you lose service. That was a bit stressful, I can't lie. But for the most part, it's like me, Nixie, Jake, and Diego just chatting. Oh, hi, Diego. We were just kind of chatting and like zoning in and out. I was like dead tired. I just kept talking like I think I told Diego multiple times during that train. I was like, I cannot wait till we get to our train and I can sleep. Fuck you, Bumpy Jake. Anyways, we were on the tube, I guess. Tuesday. Wait, I have a chat. I need you to hear the audio from this video. We got Jake. So, okay, at the train station. Anyways, we get to the train station. It's not that bad. It's not that bad, right? It's just not, it's not horrible. We get there, we get to the train station, we get some overpriced food at Shake Shack, I think it was, or something like that. I don't remember what food was there. We just needed to get something. Nixie and I just split fries and then split a milkshake, so it wasn't that bad for us, but it was still like everything was horribly overpriced, which makes sense. It's an airport equivalent. We go to check in for our train. So we had a train to Brussels and then a train to Rotterdam after that. We had 2 connecting trains. The previous train to Brussels got delayed an hour and 45 minutes, chat. It was like at 1:05 it's supposed to go. Delayed an hour 45 to the point where it was leaving like 15 minutes before ours was meant to. We're sitting there like, is our train about to get delayed? Are we going to miss our connecting train? I'm going to tweak out. And I am so dead in that airport. I'm so tired. All I want to do is sleep. And we hear an announcement, chat. Because you have to understand too. We're sitting in that like train station. It is horribly overcrowded. Because there's so many people just there. There's so many people there because of, like, the delayed trains and stuff. It is so overcrowded. Like, there's one little corner that we find where we can sit. We get told to move. Because we're too close to the entrance for something. We find another little area that we, like, make a little fort with our suitcases with. We hear the intercom. Like, right after the previous train to Brussels leaves. I think it was, like, 3:04 we were supposed to leave. 3:04 train to Brussels has been delayed. They hesitate. I feel my heart drop to my ass. This is quite literally, like, seconds after that. Genuine, like, just distress. I did not know Diego was taking this picture. I just felt genuine despair and distress. It was only delayed by 10 minutes, but they hesitated on how long it was going to be delayed, and I thought we were about to be delayed for, like, an hour. I was about to bawl my eyes out, because all I wanted to do was sleep, but I could not sleep in a train station. We end up getting on a train, though. I knock the fuck out, dude. I am out. We take that picture. Within, like, 20 seconds, I'm out after. Hang on. I think this is a video.
Say the word. Stick my foot in your face.
Hang on. Nixie was, like, so dedicated to getting Jake to say this one sentence. It was like, on Tuesday, we take a bunch of, like, tubes or something like that. But just because of his accent. And we took a video of it after convincing him to do it. It was so funny.
Oh, no, it's both. Come on.
I chewed a stupid tube on a Tuesday.
I feel like you can, yeah. I feel like you can tell the genuine, like, level that we had fallen to at that point. Because we were just, like, laughing our asses off over that. But we get on the train. We get to their first stop. We switch. We get on the second train. And there's just no luggage room. And we have a bunch of suitcases. So me and Diego just sit in this, like, in-between area between two cars. And we're just holding our luggage for, like, an hour. We get there. We get off. Thank God. I try to go to a currency exchange station. It is closed because we get there at 8 p.m. We get 2 Ubers to our B&B. We finally get to our B&B. It is beautiful. Life is good. The world, like, the sun is shining. I am joyous. The stairs are so steep. It is 4 floors, I think. Because base floor 1, 2, yeah. So we had the base floor at the kitchen. Then we had the first floor with, like, the living room. Then we had the second floor with, like, the master bedroom and a bathroom. Then we had the third floor, which was where my room and Diego's room was, and where Beans and Snakey's room was. Chat, these stairs were so steep that, like, the second I saw them, because technically everyone in our B&B was legal drinking age, like, in the area, I looked back at Jake, Nixie, and Diego, and I just, like, stared, and I was like, none of you are allowed to get drunk this trip. I don't care if you were planning to or not, none of you are allowed to get drunk this trip, because if you do, you are not getting up these fucking stairs. Like, there's just no way you're getting up safely through these stairs, because to the point where I'm sitting there, I'm staring at it, like, I don't even think if you had support, it would be safe for someone to help you get up these stairs, because they are so steep. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, holy shit, dude, one of us is gonna fall and eat shit. And then we have to carry our suitcases up, like, 3 or 4 flights of stairs. And I was just sitting there like, it's so GG's. It's so GG's. I think I carried, like, 3 or 4 of the suitcases up myself, because I was like, I have a method to this. I had a method. I was, like, carrying the suitcase up. I got them all the way to their floor. I was a woman, and I was a powerful woman. I didn't let Diego carry their suitcase up, because they had a big suitcase. That thing was heavy. See, I liked my B&B aside from the stairs, though. I really liked my B&B. It was super pretty. The only other inconvenience is that we were, like, 40 minutes out by public transport, and that if we wanted to get public transport back to our place, it would drop us off a 35-minute walk from our place, and that was the nearest one. So we just had to Uber everything. We couldn't use public transport much, which was quite tragic, unfortunately. Either way, though. Either way. Yeah, the Ubers were a pain because there aren't many Ubers in, like, European countries. So you'd get one and they'd be 20 minutes out and then they'd cancel. Or, for example, there'd be one that was, like, 7 minutes out and they would be 7 minutes out for 20 minutes. And then they'd text you after 20 minutes, just leaving my house now, by the way, on our way. What the fuck? Bullshit. The one thing I missed about America is how accessible those Ubers are. But yeah, other than that, we ended up going to karaoke later that night. Like, we arrived a little bit late because we got in a little bit late, you know? But it was really fun, honestly. Hang on. I don't think I can show any videos because there were faceless people there, and I do not want to risk, like, leaking anyone's face. But I do have a really solid video of Laz and Duck singing a duet together. I cannot remember what it was. It was something from, like, I think it was Suddenly Seymour. We get home. I have this really funny picture of Beans. Just looking absolutely horrified by something that Diego said that I cannot repeat. He walked into our room and just heard Diego say something about him. And actually, it wasn't even about him. I think it was about Jake. And his face just went to that. And I just started laughing. It was like midnight. It You, like, ran straight for Diego. You gunned for Diego. We walked into that karaoke place, straight by Duck, straight by me, right for Diego. I was like, yo. I went behind Duck. I was like, yo, keep me out of this. Hold up. It was really sweet, though, because we got to see, like, Wade. We got to see Lagundo. I got to see, like, a ton of people I knew that night. It was really nice. Next day, badge pickup. Badge pickup was super chill. We ended up leaving, like, an hour late and getting there, like, an hour later than we intended. But honestly, that was so worth it because the line was, like, nothing by then. So we just walked through. Super chill. I was, like, getting in line, dude. Okay. So, like, leading up to this, Woogie had been texting me, like, trying to figure out, like, when I was gonna get there. Because he was, like, with the Life Stealers. And they were gonna leave soon. And I told them we were gonna be, like, right at the start. We were not there right at the start, by the way. We were an hour late. But I was like, yo, we're leaving the B&B now. We just need to wait for an Uber, sorry. We get there. I have no clue where this man is. I'm just, like, walking. I'm like, you know, I'll just go get my badge and I'll find people after. I'm walking. I'm, like, talking to someone. I can't remember who I was talking to. I was talking to someone in my group as we walked. And I, like, turned back for a second to go ask Jake something. And I just see Woogie walking right next to Jake. Like, he just casually, like, jumped into the group and started walking with us. I don't know how long he was there. I don't know when he got there, because he did not say anything. I only noticed him because I went back to, like, ask Jake something. And it was, like, a jump scare. So that was really nice. I gotta see Woogie. I gotta say hi to the man. Got my badge. And then, like, the mother load of Minecrafters pulled up. Like, it just felt like a dam breaking. We walked out from getting our badge. I can't remember who I saw first. I saw someone, and I went to go say hi. And, like, immediately after, like, 10 other people I know pull up. I'm like, yo, gang. So I saw, like, Katie, I saw Mars, I saw May, I saw Liam. I think Pei was in that group. Let me see how many. I don't think I have pictures from that. I don't have many pictures from that. But it's just, like, even after running into everyone there, right, we keep walking. Like, I walk around the corner because we're like, let's go to the mall and get food, because there's a mall right across the street. We walk around the corner. Lagundo, Wade, Sandwich Lord, Bo Loon, Jack Cass, Kate Venna, Tufion. Actually, no, Tufion was in the earlier group. Poppy Lawless is also in the earlier group. So many other people are just right around the corner. Curryway. Like, all people I know are, like, just right around the corner. I'm like, yo, hold up, gang. So I gotta say hi to everyone. I embarrassed myself so bad. Because, so Bo Loon is faceless, right? And I got given, like, brief descriptions of what Bo looked like. And then I also got, what's the word? I also, like, was mentioned to someone when I was talking to them. I was like, yeah, I'm looking for Bo. Like, I want to say hi to Bo. And I figured he would be in this group. Because a lot of these people were, like, his friends. So I was like, I figure he's probably going to be around them. Someone points in a general direction. And to me, it looks like they're pointing right at this one guy. And I'm like, you know what? He doesn't fully fit the description, but he kind of looks like the description. So I walk up without saying anything, because prior to this event chat, Bo had told me that his favorite thing, like, they loved, as, like, a faceless streamer, just getting to walk up to people, like, casually chat and then turn their badge around. So I was like, I'm gonna get Bo before Bo gets me. I walk up to a guy without saying anything and I turn his badge around. It is not Bo. It was not Bo Loon. I think their name was Tussin. So, Tussin, if you're out there, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry that was, like, the first thing you met of me. Bo was right behind him. Thankfully, Bo didn't see it. Like, thank God. But I'm like, I'm so sorry. I thought you were somebody else. And he points me, I think, in the right direction of Bo Loon. And I get to actually get Bo Loon. But that was so fucking embarrassing, chat. I was also hunting these people down because I had gifts for all of them. I had, like, Pokemon cards to give to Bo. But that was just so embarrassing. Anyways, after that, we get to the mall. We get some banging pizza. It surprised me how cheap things are. Like, okay. So, I paid for myself and I paid for Liam. Because I was getting my stuff. He was getting a drink and a pizza too. And I was like, low key, hold up. And I just put my card down before he could do anything. It wasn't Domino's. It was, what's it called? There was this one, like, local pizza place, like, over in the mall. But I'm getting my stuff. I just pay for Liam's too while I'm at it. For that, I think I got, like, two drinks, 2 like half things of pizza for like 11 euros, I think it was. It was so cheap, chat. I was like, holy crap. But yeah, we ate there with like a ton of people. Like everyone who's with like May and Liam was there. Aside from like, I think it was Katie and Mars because they went to go find Rose Thunder. We get pizza. We walk around the mall for a bit more. I find Dunka. I find Pond. We double check to make sure we all have a gift for Shauna because Shauna's birthday party is later that night. And then we go to Shauna's birthday party. At Shauna's birthday party, I didn't get to do much of the mini golf because we ended up showing up late because half my B&B had to go back to our B&B so we could get the gifts. Because my thing was not something I could carry around all day. I got Shauna like a ramen bowl, like a Chromie ramen bowl, and then I had painted them this like Kirby bag. So I had to go get the bag and I had to get the ramen bowl and bring that. So we don't get to do much of the mini golf. We go to the bowling though. Earlier in the day, chat, I don't have pictures of this, but I'm pretty sure they're out there. I had bought a wig for Wade Box and made him wear it. I still had that wig on me at this point. I brought it with me to carry it, like, to Shauna's birthday because why not? I convinced Era to put it on. So I have, like, a series of pictures of Aragon Telly wearing the wig that I bought for Wade Box. They kind of cook. He was a pretty princess. He was a pretty princess for a bit there. I also got to meet Abby. I was so excited to meet Abby. That was so cool, chat. I need you to understand. I was so excited to meet Abby. But yeah, we wrap it up. We take a group picture. And as like, Beans and Chaos want to go upstairs and play a shooting game. And they want me to come record them. So I'm like, okay. And as I'm like telling like my B&B, because half of them want to go home. So they're going to go home. I'm like, hey, I'm going to stay for a bit longer. I look under the table. Diego was just sitting under the table. Like, they are just fully sitting under the table, like, on their phone, just scrolling. And I'm like, what the fuck? And so I'm like, yo, dog, you good? Like, 4 people that they were sitting under the table, like, right next to, did not even know they were there. Like, Katie, I think Mars, none of them knew. They saw me look under, and Katie's face was so funny. She looked down, she was like, what the fuck? It was so funny. Good night, Bram! No, literally, it is classic Diego. But yeah, I also got to meet Antari, which is really cool. And then, I know a lot of you guys aren't gonna get this reference, but I gotta take this picture with, Era and Chaos. Which, chat, for those of you who don't know, this is us making a little pinky promise. When I first met Era and Chaos a year ago, it was in May's SMP. And one of the first things our characters did together as a trio was make a pinky promise to look out for each other, which later came to bite them in the ass. But not doomed in this universe, guys. So I was like very insistent on getting a picture like that just for funsies, and I did. And then we get home, and earlier in the day we had gone grocery shopping, right? Hi, Nom! Earlier in the day we had gone grocery shopping. And while we were grocery shopping, Beans bought, like, 3 things of, like, Coke. Not, like, individual cans. Like, collections of cans. Like, 9 packs. So we had, like, 27, if not more, Cokes in the fridge. We get home. I assume it was Jake, because this feels right up Jake's alley. And there was just a Coke pyramid on the counter. I don't know why, but in, like, the late night, that was so funny to me. And then I also have another really funny story, chat. Hi, Nominal Gravy, hi. I'm literally the #1 Yowie third wheel. It's really unfortunate. Dude, please do let me know when you're home from holiday, Poppy. But chat, so funny story that's gonna embarrass Beans. Are you ready now? I'm the #1 Yowie third wheel, dude. With, like, all of my... Every time I'm in, like, a WoW SMP meeting, I'm just horrendously third wheeling all 3 of them. It is awful. 0 out of 10 would not wish upon anyone. But chat, so to embarrass Beans really quick, while we're there, my mom calls me. Like, while we're at home, we're just kind of chilling out. Beans and I are about to play Mario Kart, but I need, like, just, like, 10 minutes so I can change into pajamas and just, like, chill for a second. We're about to play Mario Kart. I'm sitting on, like, the stairs while I just, like, call my mom and talk to her. And I have this quote written down. I'm trying to find it so I can make sure I say it exactly how I did. While I'm sitting there, I need you guys to understand for context. I'm wearing cargo pants that have, like, little ties at the bottom, right? So I'm sitting on the stairs. Beans is, like, walking up the stairs, listening to me, like, talk to my mom. And, like, stares at, like, I didn't even process it. Beans, like, staring at the little, like, ties at the bottom of my legs on the pants. Hang on, there we go. And then just grabs one of the ties and pulls it and, like, unties my pants. And I am so tired. I'm not thinking about what I'm saying. And I just stare at Beans and I'm like, you can't untie my pants, Beans. Which, out of context to my mother on the phone, sounds so horrible. And out of context to everybody else in the B&B who was not, like, around the stairs at that point. They're like, what the fuck? And so I'm just sitting like, wait a minute. Wait, no, guys, please. Because like I said, my pants, the legs of them, had little ties to tighten them. And Beans just casually untied one. Which also started the bit, to be fair, of just randomly untying people's shoes. Diego and Beans would just casually untie people's shoes, like when they weren't paying attention. But yeah. So that was quite a peak moment. I thought it was really funny. I also have, this picture's already out there so I can share it, but I have a very gorgeous picture of Pond, like holding little baby Bean. Gorgeous picture of Pond. Secondary thing. Chat, I need to know if you see it. Why the fuck do Mars and I look related? This was from Shauna's birthday party. Mars wanted to take a picture. Why the hell do we look related? Also, shout out to Mars. Mars had the most nonchalant face reveal. Not, like, literally the most nonchalant face reveal. Brother just casually posted a picture of their face and did not say anything. And then Pei quote tweeted it with just, like, casual face reveal, by the way, guys. It was so funny. Like, I forgot that they weren't face revealed for a minute there, and I was just like, yeah, hi, oomph. Because I have them on Snap. I see pictures of their face. I know what they look like. I've known what they looked like. But I just forgot that they weren't face revealed, so it didn't even click to me because they didn't make a big deal of it. Mars literally has ultimate aura. But anyways, I beat Beans in Mario Kart, then I went to bed. Literally, like, aura maxed there. And then next day, I also got this from Rose, the previous day, chat. Look how cute this is. Little Fanfinity keychain. But yeah. Hang on. Okay, yeah, this is like the safe version. I took this picture on the way in. Shout out Beans in the background. There's so many pictures where Beans is just in the background of my picture making a weird face. But yeah, we got to the con center for first day. In the first, 2 minutes, I see Sarah Sahara and Irish Potato and Woogie. And I'm, chatting with all of them. I'm getting them to sign a book. Because I started, a little book where I got people to sign it. And I'm gonna, scrapbook, basically. Very excited about that. I'm so excited to start scrapbooking. I find all three of them in, the first, 5 minutes. Irish didn't say hi to you? Get fucked. That's, Irish on... That's literally Irish on Irish crime. That's actually really funny. Irish said hi to me in, the first 10 minutes. But after that, me and Irish and, my B&B walk around, we slowly split off as people kind of want to do different things. For 2 hours, I don't run into a single person I know. And then I find Pay Adams. And me and Pay Adams are, just chilling and chatting, with Debbie Deception there with us. And Pay's like, yo, there's a shop across the street selling Pokemon card packs. And I'm like, yo, count me in, let's go. And so as we're about to leave, 3 more people, Rose Thunder, Mars, Katie, all pull up. Fifi on Poppy Lozzies, all pull up. And just so many more people I know just keep pulling up. So I just keep seeing people, I keep saying hi. As I'm leaving, I hear someone mention Nominal Gravy's name. I whip around. I see Nominal Gravy. I don't know what the hell your conversation was, Nom. I have no clue what was going on. I beelined. I walked through that conversation, through people, I was like, you. And I said hi to Nominal Gravy. And I got, yeah. But yeah, we kind of kept, just wandering for a bit after that. I also saw Bram. I saw Bram there for a bit. I met someone called Annette, who was really sweet. They were really cool. I got to see Danny Smuggies, which is really nice because I've known Danny for a while. And getting to see them in person was really cool. I'm like just going through the pictures of people that I have. I got to see Wolfie. I thanked Wolfie for letting the Purple Phantoms in chat. That was really sick. Well, not the Purple. We're the team. We're team. Anyways, finally, like, after 30 minutes of, like, delaying it, me, Pei, and a few other people go across the street to get Pokemon cards. Hang on, let me change my headphone batteries while I talk. We get our Pokemon cards. Chat, I got Totodile, Crocodile, and Feraligatr. Shout out to Irish's brother, because Irish's brother pulled a Feraligatr, and then was like, yo, I think Fan wants this one. Does she, like, I'll trade with her if she wants. I was like, hell fucking yeah, I'll trade. Say less. So I got all 3 of them. I'm so joyous about it, chat. It was a Surging Sparks pack, I believe. But yeah. So we get back. I'm kind of wandering. I need to find Wade box because let me grab my... Hang on. I have these cards somewhere. Let me pull them up. I'm on a mission to find Wade box or Lagundo because during this con, between a handful of content creators, there was a game going on. There's my badge. There's a game going on. Basically, everyone who has this little red tie right here, anyone who has this little red tie, chat, that's how you know someone's in the game. And basically the premise of the game was there's a bunch of little cards that had, like, if somebody does this, give them the card. And your basic goal was to not end up with any cards at the end. You wanted to get rid of all your cards. So I'm, like, asking people, yo, have you seen... Wait, here's one. For example, here. Give this card to a player if they spill or drop something. I got stuck with that. Dude, oh my god. I have such a generational run to tell you guys about, by the way. I had such a generational run with the card games at Aragon Telly's expense. But that's for the final day of the con. Anyways, though. So, I finally find Wade. I feel so bad to Nukery. Because Nom and Nukery, I walked right by them. And Nuke saw... Yes. Because you're evil. Can you blame me? But anyways, so I'm, like, very determined to get in on this card game because we very briefly played it during the karaoke on the first night that I arrived, and it was so fun. But what's the word? I'm, like, on a mission to find Wade box, and I get told, yo, we last saw him around, like, the Nom Nom Theater, I think it was. I haul ass. Poor Irish is, like, running behind me to, like, keep up. I am hauling ass to find Wade box. I found Wade box. I feel so bad because, like, as I was going, I walked, like, right by Nuke and, like, Nom, and I, like, briefly waved or said something to them. I can't remember, but I just kept going. I did not stop to say hi. I hadn't seen Nuke yet, and I just did not stop to say I was a woman on a mission. I got my little red tie. I got a starting card, which is basically just touch someone with this card and it's theirs. And then Nuke, like, came after. I was like, hi. Because, like, I gotta say hi to Nuke, thankfully, because he came after to come say hi, I think. But I felt so bad. Because I just, like, walked right by them. I beelined. And with that card, chat, touch someone with this card to get it. Like, there's a ton of other Minecraft characters, all of who were, like, I knew were in the game. Like, right in that little area. I see Katie, I'm, like, doing my rounds, I'm saying hi to people. And I go to give Katie a hug. And as I do, I realize I have the card in my hand. So I give Katie the hug, the card touches her back. I pull away, I'm like, dude, how are you? And then I show her the card. Yo! I am not the red angry bird, thank you very much. My shoulders might be right now, I'm sunburned. But yo, let's chill. Let's chill. Peace and love, guys. Peace and love. But yeah. I've never seen a more betrayed look, chat. You don't understand. I felt so bad. Because Katie just looked so betrayed by it. I was like, I'm so sorry, Katie. But it had to happen. And so I was on no cards for it. I was so proud of myself. And then I'm, like, going around, I'm saying hi to people, I'm, like, getting pictures of people, I'm taking pictures of people, I'm getting people to sign the book. And then Wade's like, I'm gonna go down to Aragon Telly's meetup. Does anyone want to come? And I'm like, you know what? I haven't seen Era yet. I want to go say hi. Because I saw him very briefly on the first day. Like, badge pickup. I saw Era very briefly on the first day. I follow Wade. I don't know what you're on about. Pause. I follow Wade. I go downstairs. As I'm going downstairs, my friend Duvid stops me. He's, like, talking to me. We're having a casual conversation. In this conversation, he gets 2 cards off of me. Duvid was a menace with the cards. Actually terrifying. Like, so there's one, like, give us someone if you surprise them. And he walked beside me, he's like, hey, hi, fan. Would you say it surprised you that I'm here at the con? And I was like, you know what? Yeah, okay. I didn't know he was in the game. He pulls out the card and gives it to me. I'm sitting there like, yo. He gives me another one, not even 2 minutes later. Actually, yes, I do know, you do know what's about to happen. Then I get down, I'm like talking to people. Not even 5 minutes after dude gets 2 off on me, I talk to Nominal Gravy. Nominal Gravy also gets 2 off on me. So now I'm at 4. And there's just like a ton. Like, because Arrow was having his meetup there, a ton of different people, like, from the Minecraft community were just gathering there. So I was going around, I was saying hi to people. And then I meet Concha. Chat. Oh my god. Actually, no, I already met Concha. I actually have a funny story, chat. I have a funny story from the day before for Concha. So, in that, like, big group of people that I was talking about, like, right before I went to the mall, like, where I saw Wade and Laguna and everyone, Concha and Rin the Hacker were there. Actually, no, they were there later, sorry. After I got food, after I explored the mall, we went back to the, con center to get our Uber. But, what's it called? Concha and Rin are there when we go back to, like, get the stuff, right? Concha's, like, introducing himself to people. Like, he's faceless, so he's doing, like, the bit of, like, you know, not, introducing himself. He's, like, right behind me when he does it. I don't realize because I'm talking to someone. I turn around, like, someone taps my shoulder. They're like, are you Fanny? I'm like, oh, hi, yeah. He starts talking to me, and he's like, by the way, and flips his badge around. I'm like, oh, my God, Concha. And I'm like, hey, man, it's so nice to see you. And he starts laughing at me. Like, I'm pretty sure this man started laughing at me. And I'm like, huh? And he's like, Fan, I'm so glad that this is you, because you are one of the only people I could get this with. You're like one of the only people oblivious enough for me to get like this. Because I just introduced myself and did the same thing right behind you, and you didn't notice. You're the only person that was, like, oblivious enough for me to do this. I was like, what the hell? Evil. However, funnier was, like, 2 minutes later, Diango came up, and I don't think Concha had met Diango yet, but Diango's, like, talking all excitedly and casually with Concha, and he looks a little confused, I think. But he's like reciprocating the excitement, like, chatting with them, and I let it go on for a second, and I'm like, oh, by the way, because Diango's badge just flipped over. They didn't see Diango's badge. I flipped Diango's badge for them. I'm like, this is Diango. And seeing the realization on his face, I felt so proud. I was like, yeah, I got you back. Get fucked. I was so proud of myself for that. It wasn't even me. It was Diango. But so proud of myself for that. Nice, Rinka! But yeah, so anyways, I also met Era like 20 minutes later, which is really nice. Dude, oh my god. Sorry, I'm like jumping back now to like that first day. Because when I had gotten Wade the wig, I met Chaos like 10 minutes later. Because I see Shauna, and I know Shauna and Chaos are together. And Shauna's walking up, I'm like, Shauna! And I say hi. And then Shauna's like, yeah, Chaos is like right there, by the way. Points down the hall. I bolted. I fucking ran down that hall to get, like, find that motherfucker. Gave him a hug. Which, by the way, chat, Chaos is like one of the sweetest people ever. Like, I did not expect it. No shade to him. It's just like, Chaos is one of those people where it's like, he has this like very like evil persona that he tries to play up, right? He is just, so I was expecting to be kind of mean, especially like me and Chaos have like a bully kind of relationship with each other where we like take jabs at each other all the time, and it's all in good fun. But I wasn't expecting him to be such a sweetheart. Like, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. He like, we still made jabs at each other, but he was just so fucking nice. Like, not to jump ahead, but I wanted to say bye to him properly, like, really bad. And I didn't get a chance to, at the end of the con. And so I was kind of upset about that. Like, I didn't get a chance to say, like, properly say bye to him or Mars at the end of the con, so I was really upset about it. And I texted them both. I was like, hey, are you both, like, in town still tomorrow? Do you want to meet up for dinner? Because I was going to, Efteling the day after the con with Shitoji and Era, but we were going to be back in town by, like, 7. So I was like, I can meet them for a late dinner, maybe. And, like, they both said, yeah, they're down. I was like, you can invite your B&B if you want. It's up to you. And then something at the dinner, like, not, like, anything between content creators. I think Era talked about it a bit. There's a bunch of kids being a little, like, pain in the ass and being fucking weirdos. And, like, throwing shit at us, so we left. But because of that, like, during that, Chaos and Shauna kind of split away and split off and went back to their B&B. So I didn't get to say bye again then. And I was, like, still upset about it. I was like, I'm sorry. I think people thought I started crying while we were walking back because I realized I didn't get to say bye to him again, and I got really upset about that. And I think people thought I was upset because, like, we got pelted. If I'm being fully honest, the kids were weirdos. I didn't like them, but I thought it was kind of funny that they chose to pelt us with fruit. I was not upset or bothered by that in the slightest. I was upset because I didn't get to say bye to Chaos again. And I was, like, texting him. He was like, you know what, here, what time are you leaving tomorrow? Because I need to go to, like, I'm going to the train station to say bye to my friend Nomad anyways. I'll just stick around. He waited there for, like, 2 hours for me to pull up. And then, like, while I was, like, sobbing my eyes out saying goodbye, he would not, like, even though he had to go, he would not leave until, like, he knew I was okay. And he was like, I'm not gonna go until you can, like, confidently say you're gonna be okay. So I was, like, just crying, and I finally got to saying it, and he's like, okay. And he gave me another hug, and he left. And he was like, he's such a fucking sweetheart. I love Chaos Corp so much. That guy is such a goat. He's genuinely just such a sweetheart. I love that guy so much. Everyone say shout out Chaos Corps. But yeah, anyways, back to the official con day. I'm trying to remember. I don't know. We tried to go up. I took, like, a ton of pictures of people that day, too. I'm, like, trying to skim through and see what I can show. We ended up going, like, to try to watch the management in Minecraft panel. Totally got screwed over. Overfilled. Could not fit anyone else in, so we just couldn't go in. So I just went and I walked around Artist Alley with a few people for a bit. And then I chilled for a bit because my feet hurt so bad. And I got to meet some of my friends. I think everyone here is face revealed. But I don't want to risk it. I got to meet some of my friends, Parker, Aliam, Shan, Derpy, and Cam. And I just sat with them for a bit and chatted. And I filmed a few TikToks with Shan, actually, chat. Let me show you one of them. Shan is actually such a goat, dude. I love Shan so much. They're so cool. She's so cool. She's a lot shorter than I thought she would be, though, if I'm being completely honest. She made a TikTok, like, here, like, dap. I fucking love Shan so much, guys. Shout out Boaru, too. I love Boaru. I gotta meet Boa. Boa is so sweet. I met Boa, Maddie, and Cinna. They're all lovely. I also finally got to meet Pyro, because I've met Maddie a few times, but I got to meet Pyro, which is really cool, because Pyro is one of those streamers that I just genuinely hold, like, the utmost respect in my heart for. Because that man is, like, I don't know. He is such a very, like, stand-up guy to me. He's so nice. He's such a good guy. I just fuck with him. Genuinely, chat. If y'all are ever looking for, like, new upstanding, like, male streamers to get introduced to, Pyro Scythe is a goat. Funny as fuck. Generally a very respectable guy. So it was nice to get to meet Pyro, because I met, like, him and Maddie back from, like, when I worked on KSNP, which was, like, a while ago. But after that, chat, it is finally time for the WoW dinner. And a ton of us go over to the mall to go get Subway in chat. The card reader broke. I don't have cash. Everyone say thank you, Katie Gobert, because, like, 3 of us did not have cash. And Katie's just sitting there like, hang on, guys, I got you. And she just pays for it for us. Like, she just covers it for us, and then, like, we can all pay her back later. But she had enough cash to, like, be able to cover half of us. And holy shit, guys, Katie Gobert, my goat. And then the Subway was, like, missing half their ingredients, too. So I couldn't make my usual sandwich. I was really upset about it. I was quite sad. Dango, what is the ... about? Oh, the WoW dinner. Chat, actually, okay. So about the WoW dinner. We ended up finally getting our food. We all walk over. Most of us are about, like, 30 minutes late because all of us went to Subway and they were severely understaffed and their card readers broke. So we go over to the WoW dinner. We're chilling. We're hanging out together. I start trying to arm wrestle people. Chat, I have never had something go more, like, poorly for me than when I tried to arm wrestle people. Like, I was sitting there, like, ready. I was locked in. I was like, I'm gonna win at least one of these. I knew I was not beating Concha. Concha was the first one I arm wrestled. I knew I was going down. I knew I probably wasn't beating Bumpy Jake. He has more arm strength than I do. I knew... After that, though, then I'm trying to remember everyone I arm wrestled. It was Concha, Jake. I think Katie was next. Me and Katie were, like, locked for so long. Like, we were stuck at a standstill for so long. And then eventually both of our arms were getting tired. And I just sat there. I was like, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. And I just, like, let go. And Katie won. And then I think I arm wrestled Era, who won. And then I wrestled Dunka, who won. And then I wrestled, I think it was who was it? Nixie who won. And then Mars. And Mars and I got locked in an even longer stance. Like, we were sitting there for so long, locked into this arm wrestle. And I lost again. And then I went back and I arm wrestled Era again. And I lost. I went like 0 for 8, dude. I have never been more embarrassed. It was not a good day for Fanfinity. I don't remember if I wrestled Chaos or not. I don't think I did. But yeah, anyways. We're at this WoW dinner, and Diego's like, hey guys, I have a meetup. I'm gonna be there in a bit. Diego calls me, like, I think 45 minutes into the meetup. And I'm like, hey man, like, where are you? Are you okay? Chat. I made it so easy to find where we needed to be. You have to understand, because I organized this. I found a park. I had a little, like, drawn thing that was annotated to show exactly where you needed to go. I had the link to a pin on Google Maps. All you had to do was click the link, and then you could hit the directions, and it would guide you there. I made it so easy, chat. Diego went to get their food, and then they're like, okay, park. I'm just gonna go to a park. There was one by the con center, and there was one by the mall. They went to the con center, which put them 30 minutes in the wrong direction. With the easiest directions in the world, Diego managed to get lost. I have never felt genuine defeat like that. You are sensing some meanness. I adore you, Diego. You know this. We talked about this later. But brother, please. We had a WoW group picture. Yeah, it was Snakeo had to come to the rescue, and I told them, yeah, Snakeo's gonna wait for you by the mall, and they didn't go by the mall, so they missed Snakeo too. Diego, I love you. I want you to know that this is all said with love. I'm not actually mad. I just think the situation is funny as fuck. But yeah, Diego managed to get lost. Concha and Rin have to leave before Diego gets there, so we get a group picture, unfortunately, without Diego. Which, if we ever do release it, Diego, I'm gonna send it to you first. Well, I've technically released it, but we posted on the WoW social. I'm gonna send it to you first and have you draw your little goober somewhere in there. But yeah, so I was just sitting there. I was like, oh, brother. But they get there, and then we gather everyone, like, in the shade. 'Cause it was so hot, by the way. It was so freaking hot. I expected there to be shade there. There was not. But we get everyone in the shade over by, like, a pond. And we're like, okay, guys, lock in. Because everyone here at this point, most people here are in either the WoW crew or the WoW, dude, I'm still so embarrassed about the arm wrestles. Oh, I also wrestled Beans and lost. Everyone I wrestled, I lost. I did not win a single one, chat. But yeah, we get everyone under. We have, like, this little trailer, which has since been posted on Twitter. I believe you guys can see it for yourself on the WoW socials if you do !WoW in chat. Self-promo moment. It's either in the socials or the Discord. Either way, WoW, !WoW in chat will get you the link to both. But anyways, we showed that, like, it was such a cool moment, chat, to just get to show everyone the trailer, like, in person and see the reactions and drop the release date, like, for season 2 in person. It was so fucking cool. I was, like, sitting there, like, giddy. I was like, holy shit. What the fuck do you mean that this is my life right now? But yeah, it was really nice. After that, people dispersed. However, Aragon Telly and I had karaoke at, like, 12 in the morning till 2 in the morning. So we could not go to sleep yet. And I was like, if I go back to my B&B, it's gonna be a pain. So I'm kind of just down to hang around. Like, I can just wander around the city, or I can, like, hang with people. I don't mind. So Era and I stay behind. Dijon stays with us because, like, Dijon's with Era's group anyways. And then Googler, Tuttle, Rinka, and a few other people, I think, pull up. And Antari was there with us too. Antari, my goat. But we're all hanging out. 2 ice cream trucks pull up. During that time, 2 ice cream trucks pull up. I wanted to get ice cream so bad, but I knew for a fact that I just could not get ice cream because I was dying of thirst. I needed something to drink so bad. And the first one did not have anything to drink. The second one did. Bless up. But they only took cash, and I do not have cash. So shout out Dijon, because Dijon paid for it, and then I got to pay Dijon back. Dude, it was like this big. I had a water bottle this big. In less than a minute, it was gone. I was so thirsty. Like, it got to the point that, like, you know when you're, like, thirsty, and your spit starts to get, like, really sticky and goopy? That's what was happening in my mouth. And I was sitting there, I was like, I am miserable. I want water. I need to drink something. Thank God for that second one, because I downed that water so fast. But anyways, after that, it was so freaking hot for no reason. There was, like, not a single other day that was that hot to my knowledge. But yeah, after that, I ended up going back to Era's B&B with him and Dijon. We missed our first bus, by the way, because he looked at the bus, and he was like, you know what? I think we have to go on this bus, but I'm not sure. For 3 minutes, he was, like, debating over whether we need to go on that bus. And then right as it left, he was like, yeah, we actually need to go on that bus, by the way. Which was really funny. I found it quite amusing. All shits and giggles aside, he did really well navigating other than that. It was just really funny. But yeah, so we ended up going back to their B&B. I got to see Toji, and I got to meet Mist. Mist is so lovely, by the way. I fucking love Mist. Shout out Mist. But we just kind of hung out there and chatted, and we got some pizza, and it was such a chill, just, like, it was so nice, because, like, everything I had done that day was so, like, high energy, and, like, everyone was around, you're, like, bouncing between conversations, talking to people, because there's just so many people you know that are there, and you're excited to see, and that was just such a nice moment to just sit down and chill for a second. I also have a really funny picture with Dijon from then. Let me find it. Me and Dijon were talking about, one of our mutual friends, Boba Bear. And I was like, yo, we should say hi to Boba Bear. And so we took a picture, and Dijon just, like, jumped in the background and got all, like, blurred out and looks minorly like a cryptid. It's so funny. I love Dijon. But anyways, we get to karaoke. Karaoke is such a vibe. Shout out May. Because I'm, like, when I go to karaoke, I'm usually, like, I'm not gonna, like, put my own songs in. If somebody asks me to do a song with them, I'll do it with them. Other than that, I'm just gonna chill and kind of sit and, like, sing along from, like, the seats and vibe with people on the seats. So I jump up for, like, the first one, because it's just, like, a bunch of people jumping in to do Hot to Go. And, like, 2 songs later, May is like, you and I need to do, like, Last Friday Night together. And I'm like, it was, like, TGIF, is, I think, the name of the song. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm so down. So May and I did that, and that was, like, so much fun. And people just kept going. Sina He was there, and Sina is Finnish. And so they did, like, an old Eurovision song, Cha Cha Cha, by, Karja. It was so fun. It was such a vibe. It was like, everyone would just yell, like, the cha, 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 cha. It was so fun. And, like, Sina would do the rest. It was so good. So fun. I loved it. And then Era and May did, Europapa, which was really fucking sick. It was so cool. There's just so many fun songs. And then, like, also, May Mazes, and I think Bubblebrook were there. And they were just popping off. They are both incredible singers, and they would just have so many songs that they would just kill it. There was also a point where we did, We Don't Talk About Bruno that night. And Lagundo went up, like, specifically for the part where it's like, he said all my hair would, and now look at my head. And he, like, rubbed his head, and it was so funny. Oh my god, and then Thursday, the karaoke on Thursday, like, when we arrived, Diego went up, and we had Wade and Lagundo there. And they did Shiny from Moana. And they kept changing lyrics to be about having bald heads. And they'd point at Wade and Lagundo every single time. It was so funny. Diego is so funny when it comes to karaoke because they'll just, like, casually and seamlessly change the lyrics to be, like, brain rot or fit whatever they're thinking. It's so funny. I love Diego. But yeah, so we finished karaoke that night. We get home, but less up. It is 2 a.m. I am so tired. I get in the house. Diego tried to stay up for me. Both Diego and Snakey tried to stay up for me, which is really sweet, but I felt so bad because I got home at, like, 2:45 in the morning. So I, like, get in. I see Snakey, like, out on the couch. I'm like, should I wake them and get them to the room? No. They look cozy. I'm gonna let them sleep. I get upstairs to my floor. I see the lights on again. I'm like, no way, Diego stayed up. I find Diego knocked out on their bed, like, on their stomach, face facing one way, phone on their other side, like, playing some kind of a video just on loop. And I'm like, oh, they tried to stay up. I felt so bad. But it was really funny. Like, they woke up, and I don't think they realized they were on, like, the opposite side of their phone, because they looked so disoriented for a second. I was like, I'm so sorry, I did not mean to wake you up, because I was trying to, like, as quietly as possible, I was trying to, like, get my clothes so I could change. It was really nice. Dude, no, I fell asleep on the floor at one point. I fell asleep on the floor on the second night. Like, not second night, on our last night, I was out, dude. Oh yeah, we all started watching The Last of Us Season 2 with, like, my B&B. It was really fun. But it was really nice that they tried to stay up for me, and I really appreciated it. I also felt really bad, because both Jake and, like, Diego tried to text me to, like, make sure I was doing fine and stuff. I had my phone turned off all of karaoke because it was on 16%, and I was like, I need my phone's battery for my Uber. So I had it all the way off, and I forgot to text them before I, like, did that I was doing that. And they're like, they texted me, like, hey, hope you're doing okay, like, do you have, like, Uber and everything, like, set up? Do you have a way home? Like, are you good? And I just didn't reply until after. I felt so bad. But yeah, that was the end of the first day of the con. Second day of the con. By the end of the first day of the con, I had pretty much done everything around the con that I wanted to. So I was just there to kind of hang out and chill. So we get there a bit later in the day. I don't remember what exactly I did when I first got there, but I did something for a bit. And then we go to MCC. And MCC is such a good experience, guys. I need you to know, I don't know how many of you guys watched it, like, either in person or, like, through streams. When the chicken jockey came out, I stared at that, and I was like, that seems like Katie Gober. That seems about the right height. Like, I knew that they had a part, I knew that they were being, like, the Blank Corp workers, but I was, like, staring at the chicken jockey, I was like, that seems like Katie Gober. And they turn around, and the only thing that makes me hesitate is their hair looks too short. It was Katie Gober. Just the vibes and the energy were so on point. I knew it. I was onto that. I know my Katie Gober. I know my goat. But yeah, MCC finishes. And chat, I know I haven't talked much about the card game since I, like, first mentioned it. But at this point, I had been, like, locked into the card game. I had 7 cards. It was a rough day. And, like, then I'm starting to leave. We're leaving MCC. We're going outside for the Minecraft, like, the impromptu Minecraft meetup. And I see Boa, and so I'm talking to Boa, and I'm talking to my friend Cam and Parker, and I'm, like, just hanging out with them, I'm chatting, and then Boa's like, hey, are you leaving? Like, I was gonna, like, leave, but I don't want to, like, head out alone. Do you want to head over to the meetup together? I'm like, yeah, sure. As I leave, FG Moo runs up to me and, like, taps my shoulders, like, hey, you're playing the game, right? And they whip out a card, and the look on Boa's face as she stares at me, it is such pity and such guilt. And I know Boa set me up for this. The card was if you exit the same room as someone else who has the card. So because I exited the con, and Moo was in the con, I got the card. And I just sat there and I stared at it. And I looked between them, and I've never felt that much betrayal before. That hurt. That one stung. And so I'm sitting there, I'm like, what the fuck do I do now? How do I get rid of this card? So I go back in the con, and I find Twiggy. And I hadn't found Twiggy yet, so I was quite happy. Because Twiggy was on my, my Block Wars team, and I wanted to see Twiggy and Liam, and I wanted to get a picture of them together. So I'm like, hang on, Twiggy, come with me. I need to bait someone so I can get this card. So I waited until I watched someone leave who I knew was playing the game. Cece left the room. I ran out. I gave it to Cece. I run back in. I got rid of that card. I go... I'm trying to find Liam. I find Liam and, like, a big group of other people, like, with Era, Chaos, Lagundo, Katie, May, like, everybody. And so I run up to them, and I'm like, Liam, picture, now! And I get my picture with Liam, and I get a picture with Twiggy, and then we get, like, a picture together. And then later we also find Shirley, who's someone who helped us, helped us prep for Block Wars and was a friend of Abolish's, so we take a picture with the 4 of us. But anyways, in there... I'm sitting there, I'm looking at the cards I have, and I'm like, I could probably get at least 3 of these off on Aragon Telly if I tried. Because Era is one of the most gullible people ever. He is the easiest to get these cards off on. So I pulled, like, Toji aside, and I'm like, when this group starts walking, I need you to get everybody to move as fast as possible, and I'm gonna make sure Era stays behind, and then I'm gonna run to catch up. Because I had a card for a slow walker, which basically the terms were... if they walk behind the rest of the group. Toji helps me. I get that card off an Era. That's number 1. I think I had something about, like, a swear one. That's number 2. I get a 3rd one off as we're leaving the convention center. We go over to the Minecraft meetup. I've gotten rid of 3. I think I have 3 left. I'm feeling good. I get given another one. I can't remember who gave it to me. I get given another one. I'm sitting there like, shoot. I have like an hour to get rid of these last 4 cards. I hear Era saying like something about like fuck my life, like behind me. I'm like, okay, hold. I turn around. I give him the complaining card. 2 minutes later, I get 2 more off on him. I have a generational run of getting 6 cards off on him. And then I get 1 card off on, before they leave, Certainly Laz. I have gotten rid of all my cards. In the span of 20 minutes, I have gotten rid of 7 cards, chat. I have never felt more proud of myself. I ruined Era's life that day. I was so proud of myself. Also, Goose, if you want to catch the Pokemon, it's a channel point thing. So if you open the channel points for 100, you can try to catch it. I was so damn proud of myself, chat. Generational run. Don't you think it was overkill? No. Not at all. I needed to get rid of those cards, and I succeeded. Here, I feel bad. I feel bad about that one. Let me spawn another one in for you. But yeah, I've never felt, I was so proud of myself. Every single time, there would be such a look of despair on his face, and I would start cheering. And it was like a bunch of Minecrafters, so like half of them were playing the game, and I would run around and be like, I got another one gone! Cinema chat. So, because everyone knew I was trying to get rid of cards at that point, and somehow, Era just kept setting himself up for it. It was too easy. But yeah, I took like a bunch of pictures of people then. And then there's a point where me, Era, and Chaos were trying to get like a good group photo together. Because we didn't have one that was on my phone, and I wanted one. So like we're taking a group picture, and I can't remember who ran in first. Let me actually pull it up. I think it was 4C who ran in first. Because he had a card. Let me find this group picture. I can't show it. Yeah, it was. Okay, I can show this one because everyone's face revealed to this one. 4C runs into the picture, and I panic. Because I assume if 4C is trying to come into a random picture, there's some kind of a card at play. So we end up with this picture, where 4C is just looking so casually. Beans is behind Chaos. Chaos is clueless. And I'm like, I pull away, so I accidentally pull Arrow away with me. And you just see the horror on my face as I stare. I was so afraid, chat. And at that point, people just keep jumping in. So I just yell, you know what? Big group picture, guys. Everybody in. And a bunch of people just come in. Like, I have a massive picture. And I can't even censor it. Because I don't know everyone who's in the picture. Hang on, let me see if I can zoom super close into this one guy. Okay, there we go. I've cropped out every face that can't be there. I don't even know who this guy is, but they had like a giant knight get up and out like mask, and they ran in too. I was like, you know what? We do our thing. Like I saw them run across the courtyard to get in this picture. I was like, okay, lock in, guys. It was really cute though. It was really nice. It was such a cute moment just to have everyone pull up. I also, oh my god, earlier in the day, chat, I made a really fucked up fox. There was like a Lego station, and I love Legos, so I sat down and I was like, I want to make a fox. So I made this fox right here. And then Diango made a goober. And then Beans made a chicken. This is my little fucked up fox. I was quite proud of them. But yeah, me and Mars also took adorable pictures together at like the MCC thing. I have these pictures like pinned up on my wall right now. Actually, I got like letters from some people too. I got letters from Mars and like Pond, and then I got a cute little like drawn note from Snakeu. And then I also got like back during, like, early WoW SMP days, Dunka made this, like, film, like, advertisement poster thing. Like, it was really cool, and he printed one out and brought one for me. So I also have that pinned up on my wall, and then I have, like, the photo card from me and Mars from the MCC booth pinned up on my wall. It was so expensive, chat. You don't want to know how much money I spent getting there and there. It's really bad, but it was so much fun. It was 100% worth it. I really want to try to go again next year if I can. I just don't know if, like, internships or money are going to get in the way. We'll see. But anyways, we finish that, we get through that, and everyone's kind of dispersing, and I'm sitting there like, I don't want it to be over, and I'm like, I've met everyone in like Era's B&B, I fucking love them at this point, I love Mist, I love Toji, they're both so lovely, so I'm like talking to them, I'm like, hey, our B&B wants to go get like a sit down, oh, I'm also going to VidCon, pull up, hi, I'm also going to VidCon, that's so sick, but yeah, so I'm like, I'm talking to my B&B, I'm talking to Eric, because my B&B wants to go to a sit-down dinner, because we haven't done that yet, we've just been ordering stuff, and so we're, like, looking for places, and then I'm like, hey, like, Era, Toji, Mist, do you guys want to come with us? And they're like, yeah. And like, we end up with like a big group going. I'm like, oh fuck, how are we gonna find a restaurant to take this big of a group? So we're like walking. I'm like panic scanning restaurants because I'm like, please, 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 please. We finally find one, a burger place, and guys, the workers are so sweet. Love them. They were so nice to us. I don't think I can show the photo because I think we took a big group photo there, but I think people are faceless in the photo, and I don't have a censored version of it on me at the moment, so I can't show the photo. Actually, did Era post the photo? Era might have the photo posted. Hang on. Either way, it was really nice. It was like one last chill dinner, and we started to like leave and like disperse, and it got really sad, and I was like, no, it's okay. Because that's also the dinner that I got really sad, and I was like, I didn't get to say bye to Chaos and Mars. Yeah, I think it's on Era's Twitter, which is what I'm scrolling to find right now. It's on Era or Toji's, one of the two of them. But yeah, so it was also at that dinner that I organized like the little like group meet, like the little group dinner. It's not on Era. Okay, it's on Toji's then, I think it is. Toji or Mist, one of the two of them. Toji. Okay, there we go. We get this really cutesy group photo together at the diner, which is very blurred. You can't see it, but there we go. It was really cutesy. Everyone was hanging out. But yeah, so also at that same dinner, I had ended up organizing like the mini get together the next day, where everyone was gonna hang out. And so I was like, I wasn't too psyched. I was like, I'm gonna see everyone. Like, I'm gonna see most of these people again tomorrow. It's gonna be okay. It's not my final goodbye. But then like we were like in a group together outside, and Beans just starts going around and untying people's shoelaces. And so I'm like jumping around. I'm trying to like hide behind people because I don't want my damn shoelaces untied. I get got. And then I'm like, Diango, because Diango and Beans both do it. And I retie the one Beans did. But I'm like, Diango, retie my damn shoe. You untied it. They braided my... Actually, no, this was the day before. At the WoW dinner, Diango untied my shoe. And I was like, fucking retie it. No. They braided my shoelace that day. It was a pain in the ass to undo. I could not figure out how to undo it for a solid minute. But anyways, day 2 ends. Super chill day. And then next day, Era, Toji, and I go to Efteling. And we're there for a bit. And then Abby, Sushi Wushi, my goat, pulls up and meets us there. And we're all just hanging out. It's so pretty, chat. That's like the one thing that I was like, the Netherlands, holy crap. I just loved how pretty it was. I loved how, like, the scenery. I love the scenery. I love the vibe. Because there's just so much greenery there. And, like, I live in a deserty area. So there's not as much, like, life around me. And I'm just, like, not used to seeing it. And it was such, like, a meadowy and, like, foresty area. And it was so pretty. And, like, Efteling itself is inside a forest. Toji has this really good picture because they got obsessed with the geese. And they were, like, taking, like, photos with their camera of the geese. But it was so pretty, chat. I actually, like, love it so much. I want to go back and, like, walk around Efteling again. Because it's so nice. It's like a fairy tale theme park. There's so many, like, unique pictures. You're in Arizona, so you know all about the desert. Brother, I get you. I'm in Cali, but holy shit, brother. The heat. It was so pretty. Because it's just, like, I have some good photos, too, actually. Let me look at my Efteling photos. There was, like, lakes, and they had, like, paddle boats around the river. There was, like, a little train that went through it all. I got this really cute picture of Toji, where they just look like a fairy. It's, like, such a Pinterest core photo. And then I got, like, really fixated on the flowers that were there. So I started taking, like, pictures. Yeah, it's pretty bad where I live, too. I don't even want to check. I don't want to know. I started taking pictures of, like, the flowers and stuff that were there. I also got to add to my token collection of man on beach images, except this time we didn't have a man on beach, we just had a man on deck. It's just really cool. Like, they have, like, fun roller coasters there, but they also have, like, a really cool, like, fairy tale forest, where it's a bunch of, like, scenes from fairy tales set up. It was so cool to, like, just walk around through. And then we finished that, like, we wrapped that up. We're all dead tired because we've just been walking around so much, like, over these past few days and today. And then, like, I'm checking my phone for stuff to, like, kind of, like, communicate with people about the dinner. And initially I'd been like, hey, like, there's a few restaurants that'll be open. Like, there's this burger place especially that we went to the night before. They had told me they were going to be open at 7 p.m. the next day when I talked to them, like, the Sunday. They were not open. They were closed. So I had like multiple people texting me like, hey, the burger place is like closed. Like, what do I do? I was like, dude, I don't know. Just like open Google Maps, find food in the area. There's so many other restaurants in the area. And so people are going there. We're going to be late because our Uber, like the nearest Uber that could pick us up was 30 minutes away. So we're just like, fuck. We're going to be hella late. But we order like pho from this Vietnamese restaurant as we're like driving over. And then we pick it up, we walk over, we meet everyone there. And everything did, but all those restaurants around the area I think were meant to be open till like 10 p.m. But we get over there, we finally get to like, we went to the same place for the WoW dinner pretty much. We're just hanging around the park. There's like a handful of people that like, it was so chill seeing them there. Like I didn't care because we were at the park. So many people, I invited specifically like Mars and Chaos in their Airbnb. So many people just kept inviting other people. So there's like a good handful of people there. I was like, I don't know who these people are, but it's so chill. It's so fine. Like it was so fine at the end of that. I'm not actually mad about it or anything. It just like caught me off guard because I was like dead tired when I got there. I was like, I'm gonna crash out if anyone says anything about me being late. Because I was just dead tired. And then Mars walks up to me, chat. And Mars gives me a gift, like just this little gift bag of like scrapbooking things. And I actually like dead ass started tearing up because I was just so exhausted from the day that I was like, oh my God. Very sweet. I'll show you guys like the gifts and stuff that I got in a bit because so many people like brought gifts or like had little things. It was so sweet. It was so insane. Like I did not expect it at all. It was so fucking sweet of people. I wanted to cry, like genuinely. I like put everything out and laid it out on my bed last night and I genuinely just sat there like staring and I started tearing up. I was like, what the fuck? How is this my life? But yeah, so we're hanging out there, like we're messing around, we're eating our food. I'm like eating my food, and once I eat my food, I enter this state of like delirious energy, if that makes sense. Like I'm so dead tired. I have not been sleeping well on this trip. And I am just in this state of like delirious energy. And when I get like dead tired, chat, but I have energy, I just get horrifically giggly. So I'm like going on some of the park, like there's like a playground. I'm going on some of the stuff at the playground with like Vi-Fi and I think Diango's hanging out there. Moki was there. We were just like going on some of the park stuff. Like there's a seesaw, there's like a little swing, and we were messing around. Beans keeps like aggressively moving the swing and the seesaw, so me and V are just like clinging on to each other on the swing for dear life. And then out of nowhere, like this group of guys like in like almost like biker attire like walk up. They look like they're 16, 17. One of them just comes and sits in the middle of our group, and I'm like, yo, because like earlier in that day I had been reading like a ton of posts about how many people got harassed and stuff, so I was kind of on edge and I was like, no, do not do this to me right now. And he just kind of sits in our group and he keeps trying to like be like, no, I want to hang out with these guys now, these guys are fun. And I think he was just kind of like messing around. So I'm like, at the end of that, he was so chill. But we ended up moving anyways because I got kind of nervous. So we moved a bit like to like a little bench, and then we moved further to like a table. And a group of like 14, 15-year-old boys see us there. And I don't know what we did. I don't think we did anything, but they start like low-key tweaking out on us. Like we're just minding our business. We're laughing. We're having fun. We do a race. Like me, Beans, Nixie, Jake, Diango, and I think V. We're gonna run to that bench and back. We're gonna see like, we start running. We get to that bench. I see Beans slip and eat it, and I cannot keep running. I just start laughing. I am on the floor fucking dying. There's a video of it, but I know Diango is in it, and they are faceless. So I'm just like laughing my ass off at Beans, and then we do it again, and when we get there, I'm running so fast, I like push Jake to stop myself, and then because of that, I slow down because I'm laughing so much at it. But yeah, like that entire time, I'm like so oblivious to the fact that like these like 14 to 15-year-old boys are like so tweaking out on us because I am just laughing my ass off. Like I'm giggling so much. I'm in a state of like delirious energy. So I'm completely like absorbed in my own world at this point. I am not paying attention to the shit happening around me. And we end up getting like a ton of cute pictures, but then they just keep throwing these little fruits at us. Yeah, you stole Era's shoes. Era also got put up on Pei's shoulder. Pei put me on his shoulders. Like, there's a DS photo that's not censored, so I can't show it. I'll censor it eventually and show it. But there's a DS photo taken by this guy, Harry. Where I am just on Pei's shoulders. Like, you know how you can get people on, like, a piggyback ride? Pei got me up on, like, yeah, up on his shoulders. Pei's a goat, by the way, guys. Pei is someone that I hadn't talked to very much before this trip. And then I got to actually, like, properly talk to him and, like, meet him on this trip. He is so funny. Such a funny guy, such a chill dude. He's like one of those guys that like, And he's also, like, really fucking buff. So he's, like, he gave me the vibes, like, I could walk around with this guy at night and feel completely safe because, like, I'm around Pei. Love that guy. Thank you so much, Beans. I'll pull that up right now so I can show it. But yeah, it was so fun. And then they started just, like, throwing more and more fruits at us and, like, yelling at us. And I didn't realize this until later, until, like, I was told. They started yelling, like, slurs and shit at us. I did not fucking realize, dog. I was like, what the fuck is going on? But at one point, they, like, one of them, according to Era, one of them, like, flashes their jacket or something like that. And it seems like they're gonna run off and get an ice. So he's, like, really quick, like, lock in, like, guys, we gotta get the fuck out. We gotta get the fuck out. So we all start packing up and trying to move, and it's not fast enough. They get back, and they're throwing more fruits. And they just keep throwing them and, like, yelling at us. And we're, like, trying to move out quick. And I'm like, oh, fuck. And I feel so bad because I'm like, I organized this. I should have been more responsible and moved people a lot sooner. My bad, gang. It was quite Aki's. But in the end, like, nobody was seriously hurt. Just a few people, like, myself included. I got nailed with a few of those. They didn't really hurt that much. I was just sitting there, like, low-key, I've been hit by a lot harder. Because I played water polo. I've been nailed in the face with, like, a giant-ass ball so many times. So I was just kind of unfazed by it. I just thought it was funny that they chose to, like, throw fruits. I didn't know that they were, like, yelling shit at us like that, at all, until I heard, like, Era talking about it on his stream. I was like, wait a minute, pause? Yeah, bro, we got low-key harassed on the last day of TwitchCon. Here we go. This is, like, the censored version of the picture. You can see me in the background. It's, like, a grainy picture because it's on a DS. But you can see me in the background. I am just casually on Pei Adams' shoulders. That's Pei Adams right there, my goat. It was so fun. I loved that. It was so fun. But yeah, we end up, like, moving over towards the mall and just hanging out there for a bit and chat. Dude, oh my god, I started saying bye to everyone, and I just started fucking bawling. And here's the thing. I say bye to Mars first, because Mars, Fee, and Poppy are leaving first. So I'm, like, saying bye to Mars. I'm, like, hugging Mars. I'm, like, I'm really glad to see you, and I start crying. And I'm concealing it really damn well, because I'm just, like, kind of crying into Mars's shoulder. We're around the same height-ish. And it's not very obvious. My shoulders aren't, like, shaking or anything. I'm just kind of, like, crying into their shoulder while I talk to them. Diego sees this. And they brought a whole pack of tissues because they know that I cry when I say bye. Like, I'm a very much, like, a goodbye crier. They see me, though. It is not obvious. No one else has picked up on the fact that I'm crying. And as loud as they possibly can, Diego yells, "Are you crying?" I was like, bro. Oh my god. And they, like, run over with tissues too, and they're, like, shoving the tissues in my face. And I'm like, brother! I was doing so well of not making it obvious. It was evil. Evil behavior. Not actually. I don't care. I love Diego. But I was like, dude, come on. And I started saying bye to everyone. And, shout out Links and Liam and shout out Pei Adams. Because they were like, yo, we were talking about our plans for the next day and the fact that we had to leave early, but, like, we had to leave our B&B early, but our, like, train wasn't until 2 p.m. So we just kind of had to walk around with our bags. And they're like, yo, just bring them to our B&B. Like, we'll let you guys chill. So I was like, I'm not gonna see, this isn't the last I'm seeing of Pei. This isn't the last I'm seeing, it was the last I saw of Pei, actually. Because Pei just, like, was not there when we got there the next day. He was in Amsterdam. But it's not gonna be the last I'm seeing of Liam. It's not gonna be the last I'm seeing of, like, Fee, Poppy, and it ended up not being the last I saw of Fee, Poppy, and Mars, because they were in the same, like, area as Pei was. So as soon as I texted Mars, like, yeah, I'm at like Liam's place right now, Mars ran over with, like, Poppy and Kate and Fee, which was really nice to see them. I'm glad I got to see them again. But so what's the word? Oh, I'm blinking so hard. I'm so sorry. I start saying, I'm just, like, bawling chat. It's so bad. Like, I start properly saying bye to people I'm not gonna see again. Like, I say bye to Moki, I say bye to Harry. See, Moki and Harry I just met, so it wasn't as bad to say bye to Moki and Harry. Nothing against them. Love them to death. But, and Fabrics, too. Fabrics was pretty cool. Fabrics is also there. I gotta say bye to Fabrics. But then I start saying bye to, like, Dijon. I start saying bye to Vi. I start saying bye to, like, Toji, Mist, and Era. And I'm just fucking bawling my eyes out. It is so bad. Like, I just keep, like, sobbing, and then, like, I'm like, Diego, I need a tissue, and I blow my nose, and then I keep crying about it. And then we had, like, a brief, like, respite, where we were all sitting kind of waiting for, like, the Uber to come, and we were just chatting again and hanging out, and then I had to actually say bye again, and I started crying again. It's evil! But yeah, we go home, we pack, we go for our train the next day. We go to Liam's for a bit. We hang out with Liam and Faimata and Mars, Katie, Fee and Poppy, Kate Venna. We get to hang out for a bit. It's really nice. I'm really glad I got to see them again one more time. And then we go to the train station, and Era's there too. So I got to say bye to Era and Chaos again one more time. I got to say bye to Toji. I got to say bye to Miss. I got to say bye to Dijon again. Very lovely. I'm very glad I got to see them again one more time before we left. And then we board our train, and it is just evil, evil times ahead. The train actually wasn't that bad. I slept on the train again. I knocked the fuck out. And then we are in London. Chat. Beans, I did say bye to you in the B&B. I gotta say bye to, I didn't say bye to you in the B&B, actually. I said bye to you in, I said bye to you at Liam's place. It wasn't that hard for me to say bye to you, Beans, not because I wasn't sad to say bye, but because I know I'm gonna see you at San Diego. I know you're coming to San Diego, so I'm like, I'm gonna see Beans again this year. It will be a joyous day. So thankfully that one wasn't hard. It was not as hard, because I knew I was gonna see you again later in the year. But yeah, we get to London. Chat, I don't like London. It's not actually that bad, but I just don't do well in crowded cities. And London is so overcrowded. It is horrifically stressful. I hate being on the tube when it's like rush hour. And for some godforsaken reason, we would always be traveling during rush hour. And I would be miserable and cramped and stuck between people. And it was not fun. I don't like the tube. But overall, London was, like, super chill. We just kind of took each day really slow while we were there, which was really nice. We went, first day was, like, really chill. We just went to go see Starlight Express later in the day. And then next day, it was another, like, really chill day, but me and Diego had found an art cafe. So me and Diego went to this art cafe. We were hanging out at the art cafe. Jake and Nixie were going to join us in a bit. We had gone to an art shop the day before, too. And then Fee and Poppy come and join us, too. And then after that, all of us go to get trapped together in a room where there is a ghost haunting it. AKA, we did a haunted escape room. And chat, oh my god. It was actually, like, really good. It scared the shit out of me so much. Bye, Mars Archie, I adore you. Mwah. Bye, Mars. But yeah, chat, it scared the crap out of me. Like, there were times where, once he solved the puzzle, the lights would just go out, or there'd be, like, a slam or something like that. I screamed at least twice during that shit. Oh, my God. I'm not built for horror, chat. It is not my thing. Bye, Mars! But yeah, I got the absolute shit scared out of me. We escaped, though. We did pretty damn well, in my opinion. I was quite proud of myself. There was a point where I had to, like, put my hand into a box I couldn't see inside of, so I could, like, flick certain switches in a right order. Dude, my heart, not built for that. I was so scared that something was in there that was gonna bite me. Nothing happened, thankfully, but it scared the crap out of me. But yeah, we do that. We have to say bye to Poppy. We go get some dinner together, and then Fee goes home, but I'm also like, it's not goodbye for Fee. Because Fee, we are dragging to Thorpe's Park tomorrow, which is like an amusement park. And chat, I need you to know, I have genuinely never in my life seen Diego so giddy and so happy as when we were like going on roller coasters at that theme park. They were genuinely so happy, like so excited, so giddy on like every single thing. And Fee and Nixie don't like roller coasters. So we were like dragging them on roller coasters, and they were like terrified every single time. And it was so funny. I love them. I love Fifion. They both did so well. I think they only skipped out on like one or two individually. But it was so, oh my god. It was so funny because like we'd get Fee on a roller coaster, and they'd sit, like I sat by them for like every roller coaster, and I'd look at them, I'd be like, you're gonna be okay, just relax. And it's like on this first one, for example, it's like one of the ones where your feet dangle. And we're like starting, and Fee just keeps going, I'm so relaxed, I'm so relaxed, I'm so relaxed, I'm so relaxed, over and over and over, until we reach like the height that we're about to start at. And they look at me, and we drop, like we go. And just the entire coaster, they're screaming, why the fuck did you do this to me? Why did you do this to me? I hate that. Like, they're tweaking out. And that happens on like almost every coaster. But then by the time we finish too, I'm like, how do you feel? Like, how was it? And they're like, that was fun. They enjoyed it. So I promise we were not just being toxic and dragging like 2 Fee on horrifying things. They were having fun, I swear. But it was so funny. There's also a Ben and Jerry's like milkshake thing there, and it was so good. Nixie got one and then didn't want to finish it, so I finished it, and it was so freaking good. I want Ben and Jerry's milkshakes here now, and we don't have them here, and it's quite tragic. Or at least maybe we do, just not around me. But after Thorpe's Park, it's final day, chat. I need to pull up the VOD now because I need you guys to understand how proud I am of myself. Final day in London, like full day. And we plan to go to Jake's house for sumo, like sumo wrestling. And then we are going to watch Hadestown, which I am like that's the thing I am the most excited for, like of everything that we're doing in London. Because Hadestown is my favorite musical of all time. So I'm giddy, I'm excited, I am joyous. I cannot fucking wait. We get to Jake's house, I get to meet Jake's family, which is really cool because I've known that man for 3 years. So I get to meet his family. He's gonna meet mine shortly when he comes down for VidCon. He's staying at my house for a bit before it. We get some Subway, which is nice because I got actually good Subway. I finally get actually good Subway. The only thing that I'm like surprised about, every single Subway that I went to in Europe doesn't have mustard. They only have honey mustard. Which was very bizarre to me. Here, let me start screen sharing this really quick. Let me go here. And then let me get a window capture. There we go. There we go. But yeah, so we get to Jake's house, we got all sumo stuff set up, everyone pulls up. Thankfully everyone's there in time for like the stream and stuff. And hang on, let me pull this down a little more. There we go. Hi. We put people on the spot, low-key. We did not have much of a plan going into this other than we're gonna make other people wrestle before Jake and I wrestle. So we just like out of nowhere like, yo, Fee, Poppy, come here. Not Fee, Poppy, sorry. Fee and Katie, come here. It's you guys, you're up. Fee and Katie lock in, I count them down. The stream crashes after that. All they see is Fee getting bodied, and then the stream crashes. And so we go on. It's so funny to me, dude. It was so good. I finally got my favorite meme shirt back, by the way. Best thing ever. But it was, oh my god. I think this is like genuinely, I was so nervous going into it, because I was like, low key, I'm like, we don't have much of a plan here. I'm kind of scared stuff's gonna go wrong. It was so much fun. I want to like, after Katie and Fee went, right? Me and Diango go. Hang on. 1 second. Let me mute like these streams that I have up really quick. So I can unmute the site. And then let me get an audio capture set up for you guys really quick. There we go. Let me make sure that is added here. I hear my dog barking. Chill, brother. Pretty sure it was 2 that I just set this up with. Yeah, 2. Okay, there we go. And yeah, so me and Diango are going into it. We're about to start, right?
Go to your respect.
I think this is our first one. I think I'm about to die.
Are we ready to fight?
Because chat, what you didn't see before this is before we started sumo wrestling, me and Diango were like wrestling on the mat to like test it before we put on like the suits. And Diango was beating me. Like, I was just trying like joke strategies to be fair, but Diango was like pushing me out every time. So I was kind of nervous. I thought I was about to die. And Diango was just like barking too.
Whoa, okay. 3, 2, 1, fight! Okay, this is already signed off for a good matchup here. Looks like Fan's pushing Diango off the mat.
Let's go, Fan!
I believe Fan there has won round 1 of the fight.
I didn't expect it to be that easy. I just had to push my hand, like put my hands out and push them. That's how easy it was, chat. But anyways, we go in for the next round, chat. And this is where I think the funniest, like, this is my favorite moment, at least. Aside from beating Jake, this is my favorite moment of the match. Like, we're set up, we're locked in, we're ready, right?
Right, please, get ready to fight.
I'm
3,
prepared to, like, just put,
1,
I'm like, what if I try a new strategy? They run at me, and I just step aside, and I let them go. And I could not stop laughing about it. I was like, I didn't even move.
Try cheating.
I didn't even have to do anything. They just took themselves out. I beat Diango anyways, though. We keep going. There's some banger fights. Katie has like not only did Katie have a 100% win rate for like the entire thing, but Katie also had an 100% coaching rate. Everyone Katie coached won. And then we finally come down, chat. Like after so many other fights and like messing around and stuff like that, we come down to the final match.
Is ice spice or
it was raining, by the way.
You want to be received?
Katie and I had a deal that we were gonna do brain rot karaoke at some point of the like 17 brain rot version. So we're just doing this while Jake is like dying in front of us. By the way,
add some more.
I'm giggling my ass off. Oh, this is actually during our duel. Pause. Hang on, let me find the beginning. Orbit's our goat for pulling up to cast this, by the way. We invited Orbit's like the day before, and brother pulled up and locked in.
17 brain rot.
Jake, dude, Jake is so hashtag embarrassing because I was ready to keep going. I had endurance, and this man's like, guys, actually I need a break to change my shoes. Loser.
One, 2, 3. Bumpy Jake wins the first round.
First round was an unfortunate day for the fanity community. I got really scared for a second. I was like, dude,
in the red for the final fight of today.
Am I gonna
what
lose?
We've all been waiting for.
Am I just
in
gonna
red,
lose?
we have Fanity, and in
Here,
blue
I'll let
we
it
have
go
Bumpy
for a
Jake. Are we ready?
I do want to say thank
3,
you all for being believers.
2,
My goats.
1, fight. Okay, Fanity going full on here. I feel like they've been waiting, saving all their pressure for Jake here. Jake slipping, Fanity slipping. The feet are on, but there is a pin here.
Once someone pins you,
1,
cannot get up.
2,
it's so bad.
3.
It's
Bumpy
so
Jake
hard to
wins
get
the
up. You
first
cannot
round.
get back up.
First
So I'm just there. I'm like,
Just
fuck.
mine
This is embarrassing
has
for
won
me.
the entire thing.
Katie gives me a hype up talk. My goat.
I don't want to be that.
We get in for the
I feel like
second one.
Vanity's probably
I'm
a bit
ready
worse
to
off 'cause
lock
they've
in.
had more fights today.
I
Seems a
can't
bit
lose
biased.
this.
It's a bit unfair. I don't want to be that guy, but I do want to say that's a disqualification.
Orbit, everyone was on my
Swearing,
side,
another
chat. Those are my
disqualification.
goats. What you guys don't know, too,
Are you ready for
is
round 2?
I don't think it got caught by the mics, but before this, Katie and Squiddo are my mentors, right? They come up, they're like, if you say the keyword kill, we will just run up and tackle Bumpy Jake. And I'm like, okay, if it gets to me being 2 rounds down, I'm gonna pull that card. For at least the content.
2.
I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to pull
Remember,
that card
this is
soon.
a
We get
first
into
of
this
3.
round. I'm ready.
So
I'm not gonna let
first of
myself
3,
go
best
down
of
the
5.
same way I just did the previous
3,
round.
2,
I
1,
refuse.
fight. Bumpy Jake here going on the offensive. Vanity
It
holding
freeze
their own.
frames. We
Bumpy
lock
Jake
in though.
slippy here. Vanity, they're just holding hands. Vanity's got the advantage. Bumpy Jake going off the mat. Vanity!
And I
And the
won.
crowd is the loudest I've heard it today. Both the coaches running in. Bumpy Jake's coach.
We pulled up.
3. Much of a
We're going
fight.
into
2,
round 2, chat. Ready?
1.
Round 2. It's
Fight.
1 to 1. Round 3. It's 1 to 1.
Going into the third round here. 1-1.
I'm wondering if
Bumpy Jake
he
taking
pushes me
full
back
swing.
like that, and I'm
Vanity
like, am I
holding
gonna
their
have
own
an
here.
unlucky?
Doesn't really
Was
seem
that my
like a
lucky
sumo
break?
fight, more of a pushing fight. I feel like we could have done this part without the sumo suit. They're holding their own.
I'm
Vanity
fighting for my
taking
life
the
here.
Bumpy
I
Jake has the
refuse
mid
to go
control
down,
there.
and you can't
just
see it
on the edge,
here.
doesn't need to
But
turn
I
down,
remember
slip off full-
something. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. He is taller than me. He is taller than me, and he is pushing against me. I can use that momentum against him. So I grab his hand the next time he tries to push, and I keep trying to turn with it and throw him off balance.
Falls off. Bumpy Jake.
It doesn't work entirely here.
Giving
I
up
use
there when
it
the
to
slipper
turn
comes
him,
off or the slider
but
comes
then
off,
he just
sorry.
kind of lets me push him off in the end. I don't know why. I think it's because his shoe fell off, which, oh yeah, his shoe did fall off, which is kind of funny. I didn't realize that. And we go to an intermission while we wait for him. But I'm up. I'm 2 to 1.
What did you change?
And I'm like, Shirley.
Guy 25.
Shirley.
Whoa. You are 2-1 down.
I must
You
do
need to win.
this. I have to lock in for my pride.
When she wins, so when I win, then she'll have a thing of being like, eh.
Say something really cold, so that if you do win, or when you do win, people can make TikTok edits.
It's been written in the card since we met that Jake's going to lose. I promise you.
That was not cold. I got put on the spot.
So that if you do win, or when you do win,
I got put on the spot, guys.
people can make TikTok edits.
I don't do good on the spot.
It's been written in the card since we met that Jake's going to lose. I promise you.
That's
You
cold.
never had a chance of winning.
Jake will give you one as well. Give you a chance.
It was
2-1 down.
really embarrarish. What was Jake's? I don't even remember.
British are known for hunting foxes.
Oh, that one.
That's it.
To be fair,
Are we
if he
ready?
won, that one actually was kind of cold. I gotta give it to him.
2-1 down. 2-1, sorry, to fan.
Last
3,
round. I used
2,
the actual like
1,
momentum against
fight.
him this time. I'm pretty sure.
Jake going full on here.
I got really scared. I felt my
Really
foot
going
go
for it.
backwards. I
Fan
thought
on
I
their
almost
own
stepped
now.
off for a second there, but I
Fan
couldn't
doing
give
a good
up.
job.
Not
Fan
until it was
down.
called.
Jake on top.
Jake's
still
he gets
top.
on.
It's still on-
He
it's still
jumps on
open
me and then he
here.
rolls off.
Really going for it. Fan holding their own though. Fan doing a good job. Fan goes down. Jake on top. Jake's
He
not
rolls
on top.
off,
It's still on,
and
it's
he
still
just
open.
stops there.
The cards are still open. 3, 1.
It freeze frames, but he just stopped. Like, he just froze there. And I was like, huh. Well, if he's not gonna move, I'm gonna pin him and get the win.
2, 3. Fan pin. Bumpy Jake here to win the Bumpy JI 25.
And that was how it's done,
Bumpy Jake
chat.
may have won in wherever, Anaheim was it? Because of ocean or something.
That's how it's done. Never doubt your streamer again. But yeah, after that, we got to go to Hades Town, which, chat, for those of you who don't know, literally my favorite musical, like, of all time. I love Hades Town so much. And it was just, oh my god, seeing it live was so good. Genuinely a 10 out of 10 experience. And then even better, the next day, the flight home, chat, I actually got to sleep on it. The flight home was not that bad. The food was still not great, but the flight home itself was not that bad. So I was kind of chilling. Hang on. And then I got home, I got to see my dog, and the world healed. Here, hang on. Overall, like, genuinely, I think TwitchCon itself was just such, like, a good experience. It was so nice, like, just getting to see everyone and see all these people that I honest to God thought that I would never get to see. And it was so nice getting to, like, meet new people, too. And, like I said earlier, so many people were, like, giving me gifts. I didn't expect that. Like, Fee got me this. It's the, like, Red Fox Palm Pals, which is really cute. I can go through it now. I have, like, a little box. Mars got me a handful of things for, like, scrapbooking. But this is one of them. It's, like, a series of stickers. This was another one of them. These really cute, like, stickers that, like... They're, like, water-filled, too, so there's, like, something inside them that'll float around. Pay... I don't think they're all in here. Pay made me a keychain. Kind of like the one Rose made me. Made me some stickers, too, of, like, my Sona. And then also gave me, like, a bunch of, Polish candy. Which I'm really excited to try, because we did a little exchange. I brought Pay some candy, too. This is some of the washi tape that Mars got me. Pond gave me Pokemon cards. So I have, like, this Growlithe, a Zorua, and a Psyduck from, Pond, which is really sweet. Hang on. We're going through the stuff now, because I want to show you guys. Like, it's just so cool to me, like, people brought me, like, gifts. Like, what the fuck? What world am I living in? This is more washi tape from Mars, from the little scrapbooking kit. Someone I met there, Anit, they had, like, these trading cards that they're making, which look really sick. So they gave me one of these. Shauna made me, like, a little gift basket, which had a fox ring in it, which is currently in my jewelry box. But it also had, like, this little, like, crocheted frog. Like, look how cute this is. And then it had, like, a bunch of, like, little frog and cat, glass figures in there that I'm keeping in the box for safety because I'm so scared I'm gonna drop them. Dijon brought Biome Battle Pot Goblins. The world is healing, chat. I need, like, literally the second I saw John was bringing them, I was like, you need to put one aside for me. I'm so serious. And then Dunka made this for me, which is, like, I don't know if he made it or got it, but it's, like, a little mini notebook with, like, a Totodile card. And I'm in love with it. Like, look at my son. And then Jan made me this really cool thing, which is, like, it kind of broke, but I have both parts of it, so I'm gonna hopefully fix it. But it's, like, a little keychain, like, beaded keychain with this, like, cloud on it. It broke, but I will fix it. Hi, Bobaloon! Hi! Mars also got me this little game that I haven't gotten to play yet. I'm actually quite excited to. I don't know how, but I've ended up with 2 pot goblins. I still have Bean, my goat. Oh, here we go. Here's, like, a series of the stickers that I got. So I have these ones that Pay made of my Sona. No, fuck you, Bobaloon. You are mean to me. I have this one, but from May. I can't remember who gave me this one, but I have this one, and I think it has Jack Cass on the back. I don't know if it's a sticker or not, but I think it has Jack Cass on the back. A Wick Watcher one from Pyro. If you come to California, I'll give it to you, Bo. You have to come to me, though. I have a pink Pookies one. I have another one from Annette. You just popped 67 totems? How? Oh my god. I believe this one was I can't remember if this was from Lexi or Topsy. It might have been Topsy, I think. And then chat, for those of you who are May's Rebirth watchers, Mincha made me this pin, which is of Dahlia. And then also made me these stickers of Dahlia, which I think are so fucking cool. And actually, on the note of pins, since I have my badge right now, I got this sick as fuck Entei one from Artist Alley. I showed you guys the keychain Rose made me. I had to chat. The second I saw May was bringing them, I had to get them. I got a certified S tier one from May. And then Beans got me this little Totodile pin. A Warden pit? Jesus Christ, brother. Thoughts and prayers. Here we go. Let me keep going down the sticker line I have. I have Biome Battle Capybara. I have Antari Cat, I believe. I have Pay Adam sticker. I think that's all the stickers I have in this little thing. I put all my stickers in like one little thing to keep them all together. But it's so cool, dude. It's so cool. I was just like looking through all this stuff and I was like, holy shit, dude. I don't know. TwitchCon is just gonna be full of so many like good memories for me. I got to meet so many people that I thought I'd never have a chance to meet and that I'd never have a chance to see. And it was just so insane. I got this from Devi, which is like an Enderman keychain. I have more cards here. I have the Slow Walker one, which I got back. And then I have the Organized one, which is trying to organize stuff in front of you. That's another one that I got off on Era during my 6-card run. Someone was just handing these out and gave me 2, which are little like you are loved and appreciated things with like little paper hearts and stuff, which I thought was super cute. I got a Spear News magnet, a pink Pookie's pin. We're just going through the haul now. Here's the keychain that Jan made me. It's super cute, guys. Like, look at that. It has Fanfanity on it. I'm, like, so scared because I don't want to break it. I'm, like, being as careful as I can with it. I got another 4C coin. I got this keychain from Pay of my Sona. And then one of Pay's too. I got an Inside MC pin. Tiny Katie made me this little bee, which is like adorable. Dude, warden traps are so funny. I actually respect the fuck out of that. Ivy had these little like ghosts. It was, dude, chat, it was just so cool. There was like so much there. There were so many people there. And then hang on, I have another bag that's like stuff I got at Artist Alley. Or like stuff, like little like business cards and stuff that I was given. I tried to organize my stuff as best I could last night when I was unpacking. Let me put everything back in here really quick. After I show you guys that stuff, we'll probably wrap up for a bit. But thank you guys for coming to the Fanfanity is So Back stream. I am so happy to be back, chat. I missed streaming so much. But I didn't really want to stream, like, while I was there, because I kind of just wanted to spend time with the people I was around. And then again, to show it, Rinka made me this, like this little dragon, which I'm so in love with, chat. We'll name it next stream properly, I think. Tuttle made me this bracelet. Debbie made me this bracelet. And then Squiddo made me this one. Dude, it's so cool. It's just so cool. It's such a good experience. And then here. So at MCC, they gave everybody there an axolotl. So I have the axolotl from MCC. I got a free mouse pad. They were just kind of giving them out. They had these little, like, tiny bags, which were kind of cool. I respect them. I don't know if I have a use for it, but they're cool. The affiliate gift was patches this year. I don't know how I ended up with 2, but I did. They're just kind of giving them out, like, multitude. I found Totodile stickers. Like, look at how cute those are. I have my Eurostar ticket. I have another card in here. I have the clumsy one in here. This is Lexi gave me their card, which was super cute. I got stickers. I don't really know what these are of, but I got these stickers given to me. I got one of the shiny May Mazes cards. Look at that. I'm so joyous. I wanted one so bad, chat. You don't understand. I wanted one of the shiny ones so bad. I got the Pay Adams Wade. I got a ton of business cards. Pins. A ton of artists cards. And then I got this fox pin. It was really funny, chat. There's this one store that I bought like 3 things from because I really liked their stuff and they had a ton of fox stuff. And as I was trying to pay, Beans tried to snipe it, but the watch like connection wouldn't work. Like the watch pay connection wouldn't work, so I got to pay. Beans tried to pay for me and I was like, hell no. But I also got this cute little like fox keychain and then this washi tape, like this autumn washi tape. Because autumn's like my favorite season, chat. And then I found this place that had a stained glass Entei keychain. And, even better, hang on, they were selling, like, fake cards that they had designed, right? They had an Entei one that matched the stained glass keychain. So I was, like, instantly like, yeah, I have to get that, I fear. And then I think that's everything. Yeah, I believe that is everything. It was just so cool, though, chat. Like, genuinely, 10 out of 10 experience. If you're ever planning to go to TwitchCon, I will always and forever highly recommend it. Genuinely such a good con. Like, there's always so many fun activities and so many fun things to do over at TwitchCon that I'm just like, I'm always in awe. I always end up having so much fun. And then I always get to see like all my friends and stuff too. And it's so sick. It's just such a good experience. Like, I know I keep repeating that, but that's just, like, all I can think to say. That's the best way to describe it. It is such a 10 out of 10 experience. And I gotta go to VidCon and see more people next week, baby. Woo! Hopefully I'll get, like, an actual stream in during VidCon with people. We'll see. We'll see what we do. But, yeah. Thank you guys for coming to the TwitchCon recap stream. I know I yapped a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed me yapping a lot. Let me go see who is live that I want to raid now. Okay, I am going to send you guys over to 2Fion, actually. Because 2Fion is live right now, and that's my goat. I fear I'm going to send y'all over to 2Fion. There's someone I met during TwitchCon. They were so lovely to be around and so fun. I fucking adore 2Fion. So guys, please do go show Fion. So much love. If you enjoyed the stream, please do consider joining the Discord. It's the easiest way to keep up with, like, literally any of my content ever. And then also, I will be back tomorrow. I believe we're doing Unity SMP tomorrow. But also, again, at 1 p.m., probably closer to 1:30, realistically. We'll see how it goes after work and how my shift goes. Because I was dead exhausted today when I got home, so I need to push stream back a little bit so I can make food. But we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated in the Discord. And yeah, I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day or night wherever you are.